First time I'm on time. Okay, they gotta be. We were in a meeting. Because we had to, say not goodbye. I hate saying it's not a goodbye. Oh my God, I forgot you guys actually know her. So no, we had a production meeting before here because raindrops. It's a family affair over here. Hold on. Okay. Making sure I'm good. Jasmine, is it good? Oh shoot, I see it right here. What is that? What is this white stuff on my eye? Pause. Hold on. Hold. I think it's lint. Well, that describes my weekend. All right. So, we had a production meeting. Our girl Lizzie is moving on to do some things. So, thank you, Lee. So, we had to make sure to give our girl Lizzie. And as you all know, Lizzie notes, the legal note, the Lizzie note. So we love you, Lizzie. We love you. But the thing is this, Lizzie's family. So it's kind of like when your child goes to college and they still keep in touch and they sometimes still does stuff for you at the crib. So that'll be Lizzie, child. So, we love you, Lizzie. Oh, Lizzie, you got so much love in the comments. So listen, we have a jam-packed show. We are getting into Belle Collective. And we're getting into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're getting into that. I'm going to make sure that we also talk about our weekend. So look, Dustin had an amazing week last week and this weekend. As you all know, he's on tour for his comedy show. So make sure you guys go to DustinRossLive.com to get your tickets. So Dustin got caught at the airport. It's a whole thing. He'll explain it. But so tonight is ladies' night. Carlos Angels are here. So give it up for Carlitos Angels, Claudia, Blue, and Jazz.
Hey.
Oh, what's up?
Good evening, Carlos.
Yes.
Good evening, Angels.
Child, I'm the barefaced angel. I just got back from the airport. I look slightly unhoused. It's okay. Forgive me for my naked face.
It is okay. It is okay. Black women don't need makeup. We don't even need it. I mean, I have it on, but we don't need it.
You don't have any makeup on?
Who?
Oh, see? Look at that. Exactly. It's just me. Everybody else got a beat face with Bluetooth.
But you usually be beat. Usually we have the shadow, the lips, everything. So you can have a day off. You're fine.
And you have good skin. Your skin looks so good.
It's fine.
Guys, I saw the airport, but I appreciate that.
We can't smell shit. How about that?
I can though.
No,
by the way, I'm officially a Delta Diamond member now. I love that. I feel like they should give me like a little. I know. For those who like Delta, you know what the hell that means. Everybody else is like, what the hell?
Oh, welcome to the club. It feels good. And this is the trick for you.
Friend. He's like, yes, welcome.
No. But make sure you do this. So all of my Delta girlies, okay. So go on your app, not the website. Go on your app. Go to rewards benefits. There is a plethora of reward benefits for you to activate.
Oh.
Okay. Yes, Claudia, exactly. Jasmine, yes. Mm-hmm. The thing is this, if you only go on your website, the delta.com website, it won't be as readily available for you to see. But if you go on your Delta app, it's called Choice Benefits. I'm a flight attendant too, honey. It's called Choice Benefits. They have companion passes, free upgrades. Like you can literally, you can also send your friend a gold reward.
Really? You can just give them all?
Yes. I gave a couple of my niggas, friends.
Oh my God. Well, welcome to the show.
I got a little too comfortable.
So much being in a relationship.
It ain't tricking if you got it, huh, Carl?
Oh, you mean the past? You mean the past?
I'm looking it up
Claudia?
Oh,
now.
wait
I
a
have to find this because I only fly Delta. Hey Delta, if you ever
minute.
want to
Delta,
partner with a creator,
I love you so much, please.
I only fly Delta. So
Carlos got excited about the benefits. I like
No, I'm just
So your N words get Delta Gold. That's part of the perk package of being with Carlito King.
But they should, because like he's beyond, go take, everybody in Atlanta take everybody to Houston's.
Yeah.
So at Carlos's level, all these shows under his belt, they should get a Delta aisle seat exit row. You know what I'm saying? Like they should.
What else is on the package, Carlos? Since the topic is you right now. What else is in the Carlos perk package?
oh my God, you know what's so funny? I should actually
Make it a little graphic.
Okay. So girls, before we get into the shows tonight, this is actually Blue, thank you. This is a good topic. So raindrops, listen up. Ask the question again, Blue.
Carlos King, when someone chooses to be your muse, what is on the perks package that comes with being someone who shares space and time with you?
That if they're dating me.
Someone that you were entertaining romantically.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the perks package of dating Carlos King.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it travel only?
What would be the bullet points if you had to do a highlight reel of what's on the perks package?
Okay.
Across all fields.
Okay. That's good. But if I do this, will you girls tell me y'all's too? Is that fair?
Sure.
Okay.
we're women. It's usually free sex and therapy. But yes. We're women, but okay, yes.
And I would love to hear from Jasmine, because Jasmine is married. So Jasmine did things to get the ring. So I can hear how she scored the ring, child. Okay.
I do what works for me. I cannot give anybody else any advice.
I'm with you. I do what works for me. Okay. So the perks of dating me, you don't have to use your brain.
Oh.
Because I will take care of everything.
Oh.
So what do you want from them?
No, Claudia, I'm giving you the perks. Okay. You don't have to worry about anything. The only requirement is you have to show up. And showing up means I take care of car service. I don't believe in just dinner and a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I will take care of the day, because we will have a date that lasts for at least 6-7 hours. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can leave your wallet at home. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the the nightcap is based on how you feel.
Is there emotional support in that package?
Yes.
Okay.
So yes. So the thing is this: you don't pay for flights. You don't pay for meals. These are just dating me.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a relationship with me, that's tier 2 that we'll get into next week.
Wait, that was tier 1?
This is just dating me.
These are the basics.
This
is the basic package.
Mm-hmm.
That's the basic package?
That's the least I can do. So I want you to leave your wallet and your brain at home.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to enjoy the 6 to 7 hour date.
Jesus.
Okay.
That sounds.
That's just dating.
That's
me. And then towards the end of the night, you make the call.
Okay. That sounds like dating a gentleman.
Yeah, you're an old school gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like, that shouldn't be crazy. But I know you're a lover boy, and I know your tier 2 will come to the passport being stamped and trips to Africa or wherever, Europe.
Trips back to Africa.
If you're okay.
I didn't say back, Blue. You put that on.
No. The thing is this: to date me, you have to have TSA pre-check, digital ID, touchless ID, global entry, and clear.
Yes.
And if you don't have those after our third date, I will make the appointment for you to get all those things.
So you're like a husband and a wife.
Simultaneously.
Because the wife usually makes the appointments and does all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the man is of action. Like you put the card down. Like it's like you're getting, someone gets like the best of both. It sounds like you take care of everything. Now, how do you get taken care of though, Carlos?
Yeah, what do you get received?
Yeah. Okay, so that's a good question. And then I'm gonna move on. And we'll talk about what it's like to be in a relationship with me, because that's a whole different tier.
That's tier 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the only thing I want in exchange.
Ooh, now someone saying what's clear in the comments.
You don't know what clear is, baby. You can't even know. You not even know.
Someone said what's clear. I'm like, what was
the only thing I want in exchange, you can't post pictures where we're at.
Okay, safety.
Okay.
Discernment.
You are only, I'm not gonna say allowed. That gets very Cordell Stewart. I'm not gonna say so I'm not gonna say allowed. You can't tell more than 2 of your closest friends that you're dating me.
Oh, it's like the Illuminati in this bitch. Okay.
Because the thing is this, you have to tell somebody for safety reasons. So I get that.
Yes.
But you can't tell more than 2 people you're dating me.
Is there an NDA?
I plead the 5th. So then third, Blue, okay.
In the words of Claudia, I didn't say nothing.
Okay.
That means if he can't say no, then the answer is yes.
No. That ain't Claudia. That always true. So that's 2. And the most important thing is this. The reason why because it's a method to my madness, and I'm gonna end with this. The reason why I will take care of everything is because I want you to be emotionally, intelligently, and physically available. So there's no need for you to worry about anything. So if our conversations aren't fruitful, then I know you're not the one, because you're not. Because you know how like sometimes you're on a date and you're like thinking about like, can I order this steak? Because I don't want to get him. I don't want to get him up. You know, all those things. I want you to be present. So be present and let's see what happens.
Would you date yourself?
Oh, I would. I would actually.
It wouldn't be a battle of the alphas. You'd be okay with another Carlos King and y'all together swapping out passports.
Oh, in that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna end by saying this.
We all can smell the answer.
As Blue clocked it, Claudia and Jazz, I'm a quadruple Libra.
That's a lot of Libra. It's more Libra than you. Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm a lover boy and I'm the leader of the household. So I can't be in a relationship with an alpha male.
Oh.
It's not gonna work for me.
Because
I've dated like 3 Libras, maybe 4. Nope, 4 Libras I've dated.
I was engaged to one. I didn't make it to the wedding. Go ahead, Claudia.
I like Libras. Aries and Libras, we get along good. I mean, we didn't make it across we didn't make it to the aisle, to the altar, but KJ was a Libra.
I like him.
I love him.
He's really likable.
Mine was a Libra.
He's my favorite.
Carlos, the other one that the actor,
he's a Libra too.
Libra, and this other fine shit. Woo!
They always smell so good.
Libra. Very, very like beautiful things.
They are beautiful things.
Got along great. Like to this day, speak to everybody. Like we still like if it didn't work out relationship wise, still in a good place. Still in a good place. Like I get them, they get me. Like I was the excitement, like the spice, and they were the level-headedness sometimes. But y'all also freaks too. Yeah, we're trying to get it popping in the back of a tour bus, that's for sure.
So Jasmine.
All
right, so let me segue. So Jazz, this is Jasmine.
What sign is your husband, Jasmine? Don't say Libra. What sign is your
I'm the Libra. I'm a Libra.
Yeah.
Are you married to an Aries or a Gemini or
a Gemini? Triple
Libras
Gemini.
love Aries and Gemini. They love Aries and Gemini so much. That's why I guess that. Yeah.
I'm married to he's a Gemini sun, moon, and rising. Triple Gemini.
You busy? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
8 people with him. Okay, go ahead.
I never seen you blush before, Jazz.
She is literally turning red. She's sort of like Martha's Vineyard
I've known
cherry.
Jazz for 5 years. I have never seen her blush until tonight.
Jazz, is your Gemini? Is he like a wild boy?
No,
Gemini.
no, he's actually not. Like I'm the wild one, like the extrovert. He's very calm. He's a calm to my storm. Every time people meet us, they're like, y'all compliment each other so well because like he lets me be like my full self. He encourages it. And yeah, he chills and makes sure everything is taken care of.
You got a chill Gemini, huh?
Yeah. What in the unicorn? What is
I
your
know.
rising?
Huh?
What's your rising sign?
Cancer, Capricorn.
Those are 2 very different things, friend.
I'm opening co-star right now because people always ask me and I can't remember them. Okay, Libra sun, Capricorn moon, Cancer rising.
Your rising is actually more important than your sun sign, guys. Just look pro tip. It's more important. Yeah.
So your rising is what?
Cancer.
Feelings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I dated a Gemini once and picked me up from the airport and immediately went to go buy cocaine and had a drug deal in the back of his car. I'm like, what are we doing?
That's very Gemini. They'll do it for the plot.
And then was like, you come on, do it. I'm like, I will never do cocaine. And was like pressuring me. Anyways.
But this is why the zodiac stuff, I'm always like, what is the truth here? Because the way people describe Geminis, I'm like, that has not been my experience with my husband. Like, he is not wild. Like, he's so much of a planner. Like, I'm the wild one.
Jazz, the answer is that it's your natal chart. It's 12 placements. Just knowing he's a Gemini means absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Carlos, that's who you were so gracious to cut from the filming of Housewives.
Shut up.
Never
aired.
Jazz,
I want to hear Jazz's list. You're the married one. Please go next.
Jazz, as a married woman, what was your list in terms of dating Jazz to the point where a man, a good-looking, successful Black man at that? By the way, I love Ray. Ray is a good man, Savannah, and Ray knows
for president. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was Jazz's thing?
What was I offering him, or like what was he having to give? Oh, I'm not gonna say everything because somebody already accused me of being conservative the last time I was on here. But I am traditional. I am traditional, and I grew up seeing a display of traditional gender roles. Like my dad took care of the house, my mom took care of what was inside the house. That is what I bring to my marriage, and my husband takes care of things outside the house, the roof. I take care of everything under the roof. So.
But what? Okay, and not to. I don't want to make this Monday Night Live about this.
Why not?
What is wrong with having a traditional role in a marriage if that works for you?
I don't see anything wrong with it, but it is trendy to think that it is wrong or incorrect.
Oh,
yeah.
It's trendy to think it's incorrect if autonomy is being compromised and abuse is being wielded.
That's great content.
Oh, of course. Yes. Okay. We don't want that.
Yeah.
We don't want that. Okay.
He's like, oh yeah, that's illegal. Yeah.
I'm like, oh Lord, none of those things, because I'm as a gay man, there's no rules or science to what works out for us. But what I will say is I'm traditional in the sense that, like, and I'm not speaking for Jasmine, of course, but the man that I will end up with, I really don't want him to do anything but exist and follow his passions and take care of the peaceful home we reside in. But to the point where it's whatever he wants, like to your point, Blue, he has autonomy to do whatever he wants. But that's the reason why I don't date alpha men. I don't even date masculine men, because I ain't got time for that bravado.
I'm learning so much. It's like group therapy. I'm learning so
it is, because that's what I wanted. Like I was like, we have to, like what you just said, Carlos, I need somebody like my dad, basically. Like my mom just had to make sure like we were good. That's what I needed. Like somebody that's gonna allow me to like be who I am, follow my dreams, follow my passions, and everything.
Daddy was a whore, so I can't say that.
My dad was a whore also. Don't get me wrong.
was a whole-
Look, my father watches this. I won't spill his tea, but I will say, I will say, okay, Claudia, you're next. What are Claudia's? What's the word, Blue?
What are the perks of dating Claudia Jordan and sharing space and trying to do life with you?
I will take on whatever your goals are and put as much energy, if not more, into your goals as mine. And
See that.
I actually enjoy it. And it's not from an ego place, like, yeah, I did that for you. It's really not that. Like, there's some people that I've really enjoyed, like, kind of bridging the gaps for them and helping them, connecting them with people. One person that I dated about 20 years ago is so killing it right now. And we broke up because the timing at the time, right? But he matured afterwards. He's doing so good. And I sent him a DM. He's, in a relationship now, married. But I keep it very respectful. I'm super proud. Like, I love seeing that. Like, I love when someone shares their dreams with you and then, like, being a part of that. I guess, Carlos, you probably a little bit like that too. Like I like helping. I like assisting. I like helping. I like putting pieces together and people together. And I know a person, like, I'll jump in with enthusiasm. Sometimes I do it almost too soon, but I don't mind it. I don't ever feel like I'm burnt from doing it. I enjoy it. Even if it doesn't work out, I just want to see. I'm definitely... I like to I'm a nurturer. I love to, like, cook for you and take care of you and get the heating pad for your back and all those things. But I also like to help out with some of the masculine, manly stuff too. Like, I'll be outside mowing the grass and getting out. I do that too. I like to paint and I'm hands-on. I kind of operate from a little bit of masculine and feminine too. But when I'm with someone, I'm totally soft with them. I really am. When I love someone, like, as much as I think people don't believe that they see your persona because you talk shit on a show or you cuss. That has nothing to do with my heart. That's just how I talk. But I'm a, like, very nurturing person to my partner. Like, I'm very generous too. Like, I'm definitely buying jewelry and I want to, like, I don't keep score of that kind of stuff. Like, I love to give. I really do.
What's your rising?
Yeah,
I have no idea. I was born on April 12th at 11:36 in the morning. That's all I know. Sorry, y'all.
Text it to me, Claudia. Text me your time and your location.
Okay.
Claudia, would you date someone younger than you?
Yeah, I usually do. I always did until my last couple years in LA. I dated two people that were older than me, and I, for the first time, found older men sexy and in a different way. But I also found them stuck in their ways, especially if they're divorced. A lot of times, there's a lot of baggage and a lot of, like, younger people. I think they're a little less. I won't say bitterness, but a little more fresh eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, older is like, I'm not marrying someone else again because my ex-wife. I'm like, your ex-wife had nothing to do with me. But I'll do older, younger. I prefer the energy because I feel like I'm a little immature myself. So I am.
I'm texting you a name.
Playful. Say playful. You're playful.
Yeah,
I'm
but I
texting you
am.
the name of someone I think you should date. I don't know him, but I feel like you guys.
Oh wait, Jazz, we taking orders? Okay, Claudia,
Group chat, please. Thank you.
Send it up. Let's see if I already have.
Yes, that's the thing. Okay, so Blue, what are the perks of dating Blue centric?
Okay, I'll say this. I'm just gonna go over stuff that actually happened. First thing is their money goes up. Men make more money when they're around me because of the way that I move through life.
Hello.
I'm being so serious. Every time I date a guy, his coin goes up, credit score and everything. So one of the perks is your money's gonna go. I'm a Taurus. We cash cows. So I actually had an ex call me that. He was like, something about, I'm like, uh-huh. So your money will go up because I'm really good at project managing very, like, quickly. What? It's true.
Blue, go ahead.
Ain't tricking if you got it, Carlos, okay? I repeat the spirit of brokenness.
Jazz, come back.
I'm with you.
Jazz, come back. I also refuse to fly coach, so I needed a man who could be in the front with me.
Boom.
Second thing is,
let me ask you this. If your man is unable to fly coach, do you upgrade him?
Whose man?
Okay, next question, Tamika. Go ahead.
So I just wanted clarity about what you were saying. The words felt odd.
My bad.
I will say this too. I'm a very ambitious person, right? So that thing that you convince yourself you couldn't do, you probably gonna end up doing it. That's actually how the money goes up. So because I'm a Gemini rising, but I'm a Taurus, I'm very adventurous, but I also come home at night, right? So we're gonna have some really fun, interesting, wild side quests. with people that you did not know that I knew, because I'm not telling nobody I know them. So the things that you can't post, a la Carlos, will probably be some stories that you will tell whether you're with me or not, right? Third thing is your emotional intelligence will go up, because you have to be able to keep up with me to keep up with me.
Absolutely. My emotional intelligence went up easier.
How you do it, right? So you're in free school. You don't have to worry about getting a diploma. Welcome. So you're smarter, you're richer, you're having fun, nasty side quests. You're meeting celebrities who I'm going to pretend I don't know in real life after it's done. I probably do need an NDA. It's a beautiful life, but here's the thing, though. You cannot approach me with ego. The only
You can't what?
You can't approach me with ego.
Okay.
Because I'm an ego deaf coach, right? So if we get into an argument, you don't get to bark at me. I'm a hybrid of traditional and progressive, except for when it comes for power play. If you don't treat me with the level of respect that tells me that my psychological safety matters more to you than being right and being the man of the house, you're going to get your feelings hurt. So you actually have to be emotionally intelligent. We'll have all the fun. I love what Claudia said. I love to invest. I love to trick on people. I love to do all the things. Just talk to me nice.
And that goes for both men and women.
It goes for my mama. It goes for my mama. It goes for everybody.
That's what I was gonna ask you that. Like, is that for guys and girls? You have some suitors in the audience, Blue. Somebody just asked if y'all could go out.
Do you know what clear is? Because I heard the comment section.
Somebody in the comments don't know what clear. Oh no.
Someone did say what is clear early, and I was like, I had to let y'all know that they
good.
Yeah,
This was good.
Yeah.
This was good. No,
I have had some love with some brokies, but back in the day, it was like 20 years ago.
I had one like 2 years ago. He still owes me money. Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
I think you have to date somebody at least once who's kind of like broke so that you can know to never fucking do that again. I dated a dude that was so broke one time. I wrote a list. I dumped him. I was like, I'm not, this is my husband list. Lo and behold, that everything on the list was my husband. Like, and I'm not even like a woo-woo type of person, but I hated this guy so much. I was like, we need X, Y, and Z on this list, and I will not get married unless he has all of these things. And I had already known my husband. We just were just friends, but he was already in my life. It was so cool.
But Jasmine, I love that point. Can we just say something real quickly? The broke men, the issue is not the money. It's about the fact that men who hate themselves are mean.
Mm-hmm.
No. And I also think as a
broke men don't like themselves, so they're mean to you. It's not about the money. It's about how they treat themselves.
But it's also a mindset. It's also a mindset. Yeah. Hey, Anthony Lofty. So the question, and we're going to move on to Belle Collective after this because it's a great transition. Carlos, are you ever worried someone could take advantage of how generous you are in helping people pursue their passion? Do you think they should first show they're putting in the work before you offer to help? So this is the thing. I know within 2 minutes whether or not you're with me for other things besides me. And I think I can speak for the girls too. Like, the thing is this. I think I'll speak for myself. I think a lot of men would think that they could play me. And listen, knock on wood, whatever. But I've been good. I've been good with my discernment.
And I don't want to cut you out, but I was gonna say, like, you're so picky, like, too, that I feel like even to get to the point where they're going on a date with you, or like in your orbit in a romantic way, they have to go through a vetting process just to get there. So I couldn't see somebody like taking advantage of you unless they were like really, really good, because you're very picky.
And on top of being picky, you're just very perceptive. You have to be someone that interviews people and produces reality television. You have to pick up on like the nonverbals and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like that is definitely you're gonna clock it like a lot faster.
Oh, 100%. And that's the reason why I'm very selective who I date. I'm very selective because, and I'll end with this, I have somebody in my life because the gay community, well, the thing is this, I only date Black men, openly gay Black men, right? So the gay Black community is not big. So I do have somebody that I'm close to. If a guy hits on me, I will show this person their photo and they will give me before 411 on them. So I was close to, last point. I was this close because this guy was fine and was my type physically and said all the right things. So I showed my boy his photo and he said, stay away from him. Stay away. Oh he does 1, 2, 3, and 4. And and I stopped talking to him, and then it came out later that he was doing the same shit. So listen, you gotta have good people around you, baby, who can spot the fake $2 bill.
What if your friend is like hating on the guy so that you can see him
Yeah.
in a romantic way? Oh,
No,
okay.
no, no.
Okay.
It's somebody, we're like brothers.
Okay. Okay.
And Jazz, usually in the gay community, it's like Pornhub or boosting. It's like significant things. Like it's not like, oh, his breath smell. It's like I have this page up right here.
Oh, somebody said, can't y'all do this on Patreon? She is not having it.
Oh yeah,
All
they said that Lizzie must have been the timekeeper because we've been going really long. That's what they said.
Okay, so make sure you guys go on the Patreon. All right, so now we're gonna get into Belle Collective, and then we're gonna get to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So look, on Belle Collective, as we all saw in this episode, Matt and Carrie, speaking of marriages, they are going through a thing because Carrie is overwhelmed due to the multiple businesses she has. And one of them, she has to face the dire decision of closing. Her and Matt on a cash trip. Latrice gave them a small room with one bed. He wanted to get a hotel. He called Representative 10 times, child. And Carrie in the kitchen called him a motherfucker in front of their friends. And the girls felt that she was pretty much emasculating Matt. Claudia, starting with you, when it comes to Matt and Carrie, do you think Carrie overreacted?
I don't think she was overreacting her feelings, but I think her words, like, you can't really go out like that in front of your people. Like, I tell my friends all the time when we're in a group chat, like, don't clown a guy that you plan on still staying with. Mm-hmm. Because when you start open up the door, motherfucker this, or check this out, or I can't stand this about him, and you tell us when y'all make up, we still left on what you did last. So, like, you got to be real protective. You may think that, but I would say that that's a big joker. Like that should be for something way more severe than that situation. I guess she's frustrated, and it's probably a buildup of his mom that be dragging her, him being so nonchalant about her issues, and then you know, these shows a lot of times they gang up on one person for a couple episodes. I get why she's frustrated, but no matter what, man, you could never pop off in front of people to your guy unless you want to end it or if the end is near. In my opinion, I do think she was doing too much. I get it, but she was doing too much verbally with her mouth.
Agreed. I agree with you on that.
Mm-hmm. 100%. Jasmine, you want to go next?
No, yeah,
so
I was just saying.
I'll say this, Jasmine, as a married woman, if you are upset with Ray and you are around friends who are couples, do you save it for when you and Ray are alone, or do you just get it out of the moment because it's fresh?
No, when we're alone, we don't do that to each other in public. Like in private, we'll have our discussions, but like not amongst a group of people. He pissed me off once on Halloween because I wanted to give candy to the kids at our garage. And he was like, well, they're going to come around to the front of the house. So I was like frustrated, and like we were going to give out candy with our neighbor. So I told my neighbor like, oh, I am so frustrated, but like, it wasn't like, I can't stand this whatever. It was just like, oh my gosh, girl, let's go to the front. I still gave in and we did it at the front anyway, but I was just like, let's go to the front, girl, and give out this candy. But yeah, no, I don't think you should do that in front of other people, because that's also teaching them how to talk to your partner. So like, if you're talking to your man crazy all the time, like, don't be surprised if your friends try to talk to him crazy too, because you're teaching them like how they can treat him. And yeah, you just shouldn't do that in public, in my opinion. But I just do what works for me.
I have a question about this. Why are we phrasing it like it's okay when other people are not around? I don't believe in talking crazy to your partner, even when you're alone with them personally. I have never.
Okay, do tell in terms of using the word motherfucker as an example.
Yeah, fuck your friends. Why are you talking to him like that to begin with? I don't. No. What did I say earlier? Talk to me nice. I've never in my entire 40-something years of life talked crazy to a partner.
Yeah.
If I call you that, we're breaking up right now, sir. This is the announcement that this is over. So I don't believe in being like casually verbally abusive, even when you're alone, because there's something I call the spirit of wetness, right? And as a woman, like when I'm upset with my partner, I still stay in my spirit of wetness where I can still be supple.
Wait, wet, W-E-T-ness?
The spirit of wetness. I'm working on a book called The Spirit of Wetness. Yes. There's a way that you talk to people. I would love that, actually. There's a way that you talk to people when you're wet, isn't there? Right? There's a way that you hold your body, the way that you hold your jaw, the way that you communicate when you are aroused by someone, even when they piss you off. So when I'm with my partner, I'm constantly in a spirit of wetness. And so I would never talk to him like that, regardless whether there's an audience there or not. So there's no code switching. We just don't do that to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a thing that happens. It disarms men when a woman is not even casually verbally abusive. A man sees himself like treating her differently because he's like, yo, she respects me so much. She won't even call me out my name when nobody's watching.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do better. I've been in, even when I went to Joe Budden, that was spirit of wetness the entire time.
You were wet on Joe Budden's podcast?
Operating from the spirit of wetness.
Wait, what?
It's a mental thing. It's a mental thing, Claudia, not my actual vagina.
Mentally wet. Got it.
Yeah, it's a mental wetness. Like I'm going to be supple in this moment. So even if I disagree with you,
so a supple brain, not necessarily a supple vagina, but a supple brain. A wet brain.
Socially, it's a brain. In real life, it's both. It's both, right? And when you talk to men like that, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a sort of cavalierness in the way that we all talk to each other. A lot of women, and this might be a traditional, unpopular opinion. I don't care. I still mean it. I think that there's a lot of women who think equality means being just as toxic as the men we once feared.
Mm-hmm.
To me, equality doesn't mean I get to be as much of a jackass as a man is. It doesn't mean I get to be as toxic as a man is. It means that my divine feminine tells me that I can still hold power and recognize that femininity is not weak. So I don't believe in talking crazy to a man, even when there's no audience. And I'm gonna be honest, I've had her back this entire time. This was the first time I understood Matt's side, because there was one point where he was speaking to her and giving her decent advice, and she was acting like she wanted him to cry with her. Somebody doesn't have to be emotionally deregulated to be supportive. And it almost started to sound like, how dare you be regulated around me? And up until this episode, I had her back, and I was like, one of you has to still have some sense, especially if you're going through something. There are some people in this world who, unless you fall apart around them, they don't think that you care or are supportive. So I think for the first time, I'm seeing cracks in Carrie's logic.
I agree with, it's not like it should be okay, right, when no one's around. I have had 3-year, 4-year relationships where we never had an argument, right? Never even raise a voice in front of people, not in front of people, by ourselves. I get that. But in the case of someone that's been around together since they were kids, I understand that once in a great, blue moon, something may happen where you may pop off and be out of character. And I get, not that I give it a pass, but I understand if once in a great while you talk crazy. But I do think if you do it more than once or twice, I think the first sign of a relationship falling apart is how you talk to each other. When you can talk to someone mean, I tell my friends, when your man starts talking to you a certain way, he's talking to someone else, or he's over you. He's on his way out of there because you're gentle with someone. But I do understand, like, you may have had, maybe I'll give you like a one time maybe where the planets got to be lined up, right? Maybe you had a death in the family, your job, something where you may have lost your cool verbally, right? I'm just being like realistic about like if you have been with someone for like 30 years. But I agree with you, Blue. It should never be okay to talk to your partner crazy. That should be the one person that always gets a sweet version. But I do get being frustrated. I do think with Carrie and her man that he's like a passive aggressive type of person, right? So he's very sweet in front of everybody else. So, oh my God, she has such a great man. She's so mean to him. But the little shit he allows his mom to do with her, and then her yelling, I don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg, but I'm just saying it ain't cool either way, right? I would be fucking pissed if my man, his mother called me a clown, and my man basically is acting like ass between y'all. No, it's not. No, it is not. And it should never get to the point where your mother feels like she can call me a clown. And I should never be at the point where I'm cussing with your mom. That shit's been like unchecked for a very long time.
I agree. The mother thing, that's a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker for me.
And just to add context to it, Carrie and Matt have been together since high school, college days.
Yeah, I think this is
yeah. So it's been.
You have to renegotiate though. Can we be honest? I had a best friend since I was 12 years old. When I was 27, I started going to therapy. We were 15 years into and my mother thought we were going to get married, right? And I brought him to Dustin's show actually on last week. And 15 years in, I said, we need to renegotiate. I've gotten therapy and I'm realizing some of the things that we do are toxic. So I don't even think knowing somebody for 30 years is enough. I've known this man, 32 years? He's still not allowed to talk to me crazy. For me personally, a little bit of verbal abuse is like a little bit of crack. It's never a little bit. I'm so sorry. I don't even want you to build that habit. Respectfully.
I feel you on crack. But Molly and MDMA is in a family, and that's okay and kind of fun.
Claudia, you're reverting back to the Gemini that picked you up from the airport.
He was begging me to do. He begged me to do. He cut it in front of me and everything. I was like, I'm not doing it.
He
That's
cut
why
the crap in front of you?
Coke. I'm like,
Oh.
no. And then Coke Dick.
Two
I don't know if
different
y'all
things,
familiar with Coke Dick don't always work either.
All right.
Anyway,
let's move
Deek,
on.
Deek, Claudia,
Oh,
Deek.
Claudia, legal note. Thank you.
I said
you.
Deek. D-I-Q.
Okay.
Jazz said it. I didn't say Dick.
Thank you.
Oh, you thought I
Jazz
said-
has your back. She has your back. Just like Marie had Letitia's back, because when the girls were on the T bus.
Nice segue. I saw that.
Hey, I'm here all night, girls. It's ladies' night, raindrops.
Yes. I don't want to sing the song for copyright, but yes.
I'm with the girls tonight. All right. So here we are with Marie. Marie and Carrie have not got along since Marie met Carrie last year when Carrie joined the show. As we all know, Carrie had an event where she wanted to get women who were entrepreneurs to speak in front of a crowd of other women who want to be entrepreneurs. She only invited Latrice to be a part of the panel and not Letitia. Marie felt strongly that Letitia not only brought you on the show, she also does women empowerment brunches all day long. Why not invite her? They get into it on the bus about this topic. Starting with you, Blue. Do you think Marie was out of line, or did she have a point?
I think she had a point because it actually takes more energy to omit someone who's an obvious inclusion. Like, it takes more energy. There's some things that it's obvious some people should be included in. It takes more energy to be like, I'm not going to invite the obvious. So I would feel away. I recently had two people that I introduced each other. I ran into them at an event and they were together, but nobody invited me. I got there on my own. I said, oh. Mind you, I was not jealous. I was not upset, but my brain was like, well, it's not fun. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things of, and I later found out that it's because one of them liked the other one and was trying to make it to a date and it was not a date. So that was awkward because then I had to console them like, the nigga don't like you. But it's one of those things of, there usually is a motive when that happens. When you don't invite the obvious person, there's usually, and I hate to say this, some women, and I'm just gonna make it gender because I am a woman, but sometimes when you're in a space and it's that women empowerment space, which me and Claudia have already discussed, Jazz, you probably agree, it's a tricky space. Okay?
The bitches be having the women's empowerment events.
Women who hate women always are the ones who throw that shit, right? And so
you've never seen Jasmine at one of them, and you won't.
I
Okay.
went to eat once.
I'm not going either. Don't invite me to your luncheon, fam. Okay, I order Postmates. So
If I have one, don't call me fake. I'm just doing it to get money.
No, I'm gonna call you fake. I'm gonna call you fake for sure. Absolutely, I'm gonna call you.
Call it a girls and gays, extravaganza. Just rebrand it.
Don't forget all white seafood soiree, girls and gays.
The way all white has black people in the chokehold, I cannot wait till Labor Day. Anyways, in the space that's already catty, omitting the obvious person from a space that's already catty, you up to something. That's how I would feel personally, right? You're either being opportunist or sometimes they don't invite you because they want to humble you. I want you to know that there are rooms that I'm not going to bring you into. It's not a casual thing. So there's 0% chance in my mind that was a casual omission personally, as a woman around other women.
Whew. Jasmine Henley Brown.
I think
so. It's shady.
All the girls.
I think Carrie just thinks that Latrice is more popping than Leticia, and so that's who she wants to align with. But it's social climbing one-on-one.
Thank you.
Everyone's guilty of it. Everyone's guilty of it. And if you say you have never social climbed or you don't, you're a fucking liar. So I think this was her opportunity to like get in good with the girl that she thought was more popping in the group. And it's as simple as that.
I've never heard you swear. My God.
You Blue, that is a lie.
That was a heavy swear. You are a fucking liar.
There was some passion behind it. Yes. I curse often.
It wasn't good. Claudia, Jordan, your thoughts on this?
I mean, you are allowed to hang out with other people. You don't have to like every single time invite everyone. But I have been the person that introduced two people, and then they started. I call it leapfrogging. They don't leapfrogged over you, and then they together, and you're like seeing them on Instagram. You're like against the glass, like, you know, why did they invite me? you know, and I had to deal with that like 20 years ago, and it was very hurtful. But as I got older, like, you know, there's sometimes where like there's a threesome friend group, and I want to just be with the one person this one time, and another event I want to be with the other person. Sometimes there's a motive behind it. Sometimes there's not. If I'm being honest, you know, like I ain't gonna sit here and act like I always do it right and perfect, because I don't. Sometimes someone gets on your nerves. You're like, I don't want to see that person right now, so I'm gonna bring the other one.
Yeah.
Is that human? Yes.
Women's empowerment, though, Claudia, I don't see you doing. It's very different for a woman's. It's the setting. A women's empowerment brunch is a very specific kind of setting.
Oh, Blue, when I do a women's empowerment brunch in Dallas, there's a whole bunch of bitches I'm not gonna invite, and I'm gonna definitely be petty about it. And
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm letting you know
not
right
casual.
now.
It's not casual.
I'm gonna be like, nope, she can't come. She's a cunt. I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
A croissant.
Wow.
She can't. Listen, y'all should know me by now. If you don't know me by now, then you'll never, ever, ever know me.
If you sorry, copyright.
Keep going, Claudia. You want to end your point?
I don't know. Sometimes, and then also sometimes people be reading into it more than it really is. Like sometimes you just want to rock with this one girl because I like her. And it doesn't mean I'm trying to target something at you specifically. My world ain't about you. I'm not responsible for your feelings all the time. But I don't know. I've been guilty of all things. So I've done all of them.
We all have.
And received all of them.
Wait, what's this we? Stop speaking French, Jasmine. I am a daffodil. There's a many things I haven't done.
My bad. We except Blue. My bad. Blue, you are excluded.
So I have heard this. I have heard this from plenty of women. And raindrops, let me know in the chat if this is true. I have heard that women empowerment brunches is nothing but a bunch of mean girls.
Tomato. It's the Bloods and Crips for women. It really is.
It's like the people that have to tell you how good of a Christian they are all the time. As a good Christian woman, I could do all things through Christ, my Lord and Savior. In the Bible, in the bio. If you're such a good woman's girl, you don't have to have events for it. You just are. Your homies will run their mouth and tell. Just like as a good Christian, you don't have to tell us, hello, half of Atlanta, how much of a great Christian you are. Meanwhile, you're the biggest whore in town. Okay. So no one's specific. But if you feel like that applies to someone, then so be it. But I'm just saying, like, the people that have to tell you over and over again are usually the meanest.
Yeah.
Usually very, very, very mean. Like, yeah, you can quote the Bible. You know who else knows the Bible back and front? The devil.
The devil. Yep.
I can't tell you more than one sentence from the Bible. But damn it, I gave a homeless person food yesterday. And I'm getting into heaven.
Oh,
and I gave him $20.
So many turns in here. Okay. Yes. So many turns.
I took Adderall yesterday, Blue. It still work in my system.
Oh, if you ever need extra, child. I will say this.
No drug deals on evidence, guys.
I'm diagnosed.
The feds watching.
I'm diagnosed with severe ADHD.
The feds are watching all the time.
Yes, the other day I took a half because I had to focus. I have a script I have to read. When I tell you I organized my closet, it is like a rainbow. It's black, denim, pink, purple, lavender.
It's not turning into an ad. It's turning into an ad, Claudia. I will say this: I'm not a girl's girl. I'm not a girl's girl. I'm a real bitch's bitch. I've always said that. It's a very different demographic. So because the girls have a lot of like a passive aggressive, unspoken rules. I'm autistic. I can't do all that. If you a real bitch, just say it to my face. But I'm not carrying the one and doing all that weird math and stuff.
Carlos, remember we were talking about that in the first Summer House one, and I told you to like I'm not a girl's girl because the way that it's been co-opted. And I said this to my friend Carmen, and she's like, "But you are a girl's girl." I'm like, not in the way that it's like popular to be now, though. Like that's like you don't hold women accountable, or like whatever women do is like I have your back because I'm a girl and we're girls. It's like no, fuck y'all.
I'll defend your rights and your wrongs. Did you hear me say that, Jasmine? I'll defend your rights and your wrongs. No, ho, if you wrong, we have a problem.
You know what I mean? I love one of my favorite. Was it a tweet? She said, "I don't support all women. Some of you bitches be dumb." I love that because it's so true. Like, no, I don't blindly support anyone because I'm like, you might be fucked up.
Exactly.
You're a real bitch's bitch. That's what you are.
You know what I mean?
I try to be open-minded because I do understand some of the unique things that women go through as opposed to men. I try to be open-minded, right? So I'm like, well, maybe, and try to make a space. But absolutely, I'm with y'all. I've definitely lost some friends because I didn't agree with some of the shenanigans, and I'm not going to have your back because you're my friend. If you're over here telling me you're messing with a married man, which I have 2 friends that I don't hang with anymore, you can go and see on my social media because people.
I know one of them confronted me at a Hawks game a few months ago.
Oh,
the one that was on TikTok.
oh,
No, the wife.
Oh,
oh.
well, I want to say sorry. Well, I want to say sorry to the wife right now because at the time, no,
Claudia.
I'm gonna say sorry to the wife right now because at the time it was a newer friendship. Well, the story that I was getting was way different than what reality was. And once I found out what it really was, we're done. I don't hang with girls like that because people already put that on me already as is. And I have friends that say, you get blamed for the stuff that we do. And they think that's cute. It's not cute to me. Yeah. So you think it's funny because you're less famous than me. And then I get it on me. Oh no, I don't deal with that. My dad was a cheat. I don't support women that think it's cute to be the other women. That's why I have such a hard on for certain people that do it. And I don't care who they are. So I just want y'all to get to know why I am the way I am. I had to watch my mother deal with infidelity and leaving her entire country behind to be cheated on and have no one. And that is heartbreaking to watch. So I in that sense, I am a girl's girl if you're the person that's another girl's dogging out. But the girl that is breaking up she's not doing it on her own. It's your raggedy man too. No, I'm not co-signing that. I don't care if you're my girl. Do not come to me and tell me you're a mistress and you're the other woman and he, she doesn't understand him like I do. Bullshit, hoe.
Agreed.
No.
In the words of this girl, a lot is going on tonight. So yes, and guys, that was just the first hour. Okay, so listen, congratulations are in store for Selena and Mike who tied the knot. Congratulations. They are now, hold on, I want to make sure I get the last name right. Give me 1 second.
It's like like flutes.
Oh, or something. It's hold on, where is it? I wrote it down because I knew I'll forget. And wait, where is it? Okay, here it is. Get to my readers. I know I'm of age. Okay. Congratulations are in store for Mr. and Mrs. Fultz.
Spell that.
Fultz.
It's given German.
Yeah, it is giving a little.
Yes. So congratulations are in store to them. And part 1 of the Belle Collective reunion is airing this Friday, 8:00 7 Central on, where Carrie does get confronted on what we talked about today. In addition to her and Marie getting to it, we also have surprise guests coming in as well. This 2-part reunion is 100% juicy. So once again, Belle Collective this Friday, part 1 reunion on Oprah Winfrey Network. All right.
Question. Are any of the mothers going to be in attendance?
You know what? For my Monday Night Live audience, I will give you all the exclusive. Unlike Housewives of Atlanta, the mothers are showing up to the reunion.
Hey! I was hoping for that because they have some explaining to do.
And Carlos, Carlos, you look good. I know you held on to your hairline, whatever, and with the beard, the way you had it. No, this is a compliment.
Okay.
The bald head and the way, I don't know what that fade thing was on your beard, but it was like super sharp and clean. It looked dope as hell. Like in the reunion.
Yeah.
You were clean. Like you should have never been worried about going bald because it looks. I think you look 10 times better, younger. You look sharp. It looked good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it did.
Thank you.
You look rich. You look rich, Carlos. You look very rich.
He is rich now.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, he's always at a different residence. What house is this today? Where are we now?
Whatever. Anyway, thank you, Claudia. Thank you, Blue. The thing is this. I want to give a shout out to my girl, Keisha Kaur.
Oh.
So it's always listen, raindrops. I feel like my girls on this panel have friends like this. Keisha Kaur Davis, the wife of Gucci Man. After I did her interview, we went to have dinner, and she said to me, what is this? She said, you have such a young face. She was like, you need to get it. Like I got earrings because of her. She said, get earrings because I already had my ears pierced when I was younger. I just didn't like put earrings in anymore. So long story short, she's the one who said, cut this off, trim this, get it black, get the earrings, and you'll be good. And she literally today on Instagram commented on the picture and said, you look good, baby. So I want to shout out Keisha Kayor. And it's always good to have a friend that can sort of like just not on some messy shit, like on some shit like I think you look better bald and everything else. And I will say, I should have done this a long time ago.
Yeah, but I get it though. If you know, it takes getting used to it, and it change. You know what I mean? Letting go of something that like is associated with youthfulness, but then you end up cutting it off and you look younger.
Yeah, but you're so handsome. You know, it was fine.
Yes, I love you, girls. Thank you, girls. All right.
Not the Glaze Carlos segment. I love it here. You so fine. You so rich.
I love you for Libra. Yeah.
I love that Keisha girls. KR, she's so fly. That body is, she is T.
You saw what she did for Gucci. You saw what she did for Gucci.
That's why, listen, and no shade. That's why I really took the advice from her, because I said, bitch, I saw how you took Gucci from being the Iceman's, right, to really being icy. So
not the head, shoulders, feet, and toes, Carl. You saw him before.
And shout out to Gucci, because my birthday is 10/17, so that's how people remember my birthday. 10/17 brick 5.
Oh, wait, you got a little ratchet side. We're learning so much about jazz today.
I'm from Milwaukee. I'm from Milwaukee, Blue.
The mean streets of Milwaukee.
The mean streets of Milwaukee.
It's Compton, but it's not. It didn't hit.
No, I know. No, it's actually it's a joke for us to say. Like, it is a joke for us because people are like, no, it's still Wisconsin at the end of the day. But we are gaining a little bit of a reputation for being a little. If you ever heard of the Kia Boys, they are from Milwaukee. I'm not claiming them because I'm not proud of that. That's awful. But they are from Milwaukee, unfortunately. So we have a little bit of a street.
We've had a drug transaction. We shouting out gang. Like, there's a lot happening on today's.
No, we have it's a jam-packed situation.
Isn't Eric Benet from Milwaukee?
He is. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That makes more sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a Libra too, by the way. He's very fun.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
I bet. I love him.
All right, so the time has come, Jasmine, Claudia, and Blue, for us to discuss the latest episode of the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yes.
We have to get into the first scene of this episode, which is Shamea. So, girls, Shamea business deal. So, to rewind a little bit to update the raindrops, Shamea had a rum punch brand that wanted her to hop on as a brand ambassador. She wanted some equity in it. Gerald, her husband, had a phone call with them. He didn't think the deal was right. We have learned in this episode, Blue, that the deal actually fell through and they wanted her to buy it at market price. Shamea is devastated and doesn't want Gerald to give her the "I told you so" speech. Blue to Lusma, what are your thoughts on Shamea's business deal falling through? Are you surprised, or should Shamea get rid of the rum bum and stick to being America's greatest housewife of Atlanta?
First of all, I just want to say, Shamea, whatever that outfit was that you wore to the lawyer's office, good God, because did you see that the cat suit, the dripped in chocolate with the booty sitting up? The lawyer, I'm surprised he couldn't even get a sentence together. Girl, you looked good. I am not a hater. You looked so that was distracting. I had to be like, what's she talking about? But then once I finally got over what was in front of me, I will say it don't take a businessman to know that selling peach rum in a place with no peaches might not be a thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? 1 + 1 sometimes is still 2. So I think the people were like, we're just going to sell it to you wholesale because this is ridiculous. I don't blame them. Peach rum, we ain't got no peaches, girl. And people in the Caribbean are very proud of their products and of their culture. So to sell something that's atypical to the culture is probably a big part of why they didn't buy into it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't have to be, Nicodemus to see this. That wasn't going to work out. I still think she looked the hell good though. And I still like the fact that she's still going to go for it. Maybe, why can't she do it in Atlanta? She's in Atlanta. I think she just needs to move the location to make it a little bit more cohesive as far as branding. The branding is off.
Yeah, well, I'll say this. I'll get to Claudia and Jazz. Look, I love Shamea.
That was a deep sigh.
And look, I understand, and this is going to be very unpopular, and I'm not setting back the women's movement when I say this. So save your hate tweets, your hate messages. I do feel like this. I think if you inherently, right, if you have, like Keisha Kayor, a good example, since we brought her name up. If you have this fire and desire to be a businesswoman, right, and it keeps you up at night. When I work with Keisha, I've learned that Keisha keeps a notepad on her nightstand because she jots down ideas and she'll wake up in the middle of the night and have ideas, and then she executes it the next day with her team. If you don't, I'm not saying that verbatim, you have to have that, but if you don't have that spirit of fire for business, it's okay not to have that. And the one thing I do not want for Shamea, I don't want Shamea to fall under the tropes that just because you are on a reality show, you have to have a storyline of a business. Mm-hmm. And I don't want that for her. My opinion, as somebody who does know Shamea, Shamea is an entertainer, right? It's sort of like how, and I love her, it's sort of like how people look at Beyonce's failed businesses, right? And when you look at Beyonce, she's the greatest entertainer of our time. And that's why when it comes to music, unstoppable. When it comes to the other stuff she's done, it hasn't always worked out. Sacred is doing well now, thank God. But other stuff happens so much, right? But you look at Beyonce and it's sort of like, you don't have to match Fenty, not saying she wants to. You don't have to do Skims, not saying she's competing with them. But what I'm saying is it's okay to be the greatest entertainer in the world. I look at Shamea, and after being in her house, I not said this to Shamea, so I'm not saying anything that I'm saying to her face. I want Shamea, more Tim Mwangi, to be the greatest living American Black housewife of all time. And I'm telling you, she can literally be that, and I will be okay. Shamea is on the level of Marjorie Harvey. Oh, Shamea, and I know Marjorie. Shamea is on the level of a Marjorie. Yeah. Shamea is on the level of the women whose husbands is like exist. And I want Shamea to know, baby, it's okay to exist.
What's stopping her? Wow.
She wants to be famous.
That's true.
Yeah, and also, I wish it was that easy, right? For some people can. I remember dating a guy when I was like going through a phase where I wasn't really making that much money, and he was. And he proposed to me, whatever, and I loved the benefit of being in a mansion and all the things, right? All the stuff that comes with being with somebody wealthy. But I felt like I needed my own thing for my value, right? And some people are, and not everyone's wired like that. I just felt like I needed something, and I didn't have to, but I just felt like I needed to. It's like, I think Shamea is that times 100. And I think the spotlight of being on a reality show makes her feel it even more, right? Everybody thinks, and I don't know who, she got people in her ear, well, you should do this. You should use your platform. You should do a rum line. Yeah, it's bad ideas, though. A rum line around peaches, and there's no peaches in the place you want to, manufacture it, is not a good idea. Who told you that? Yeah. And maybe she'll find her purpose in something else. Maybe continue working with the Hawks. So I don't know. But yeah, it would be nice if she could feel like that would be enough. But, I don't know. I feel like women kind of feel like a lot of times we got to be everything, and there's a lot of pressure on us. Like you're just, then the complaint would be, well, you're just a housewife. I feel like you damned if you do, you damned if you don't.
And I'll be like, and guess what? And this is, when I say this, because you know how they love to click our stuff, right, Blue?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I'm not talking about any of the Atlanta housewives when I say this before y'all DM them and say Carlos hates you. If they do say that, Claudia, I would say, and bitch, I don't have to worry about where my mortgage is going. I don't have to worry about any of these things. My husband loves me, actually. we're celebrating 9 years of marriage. My husband's at home. I don't have to worry where he wakes up at night or in the morning. I know where he's at. My husband actually encourages me to be on this show. Do I think Shamea is chasing fame? Listen, all those girls are chasing fame.
Absolutely.
That's not a bad thing. I chase the fame all you want. I just don't want Shamea to feel pressured to have a business. I really want, if I was Shamea's manager, publicist on her team, and Shamea, if you're watching, I'm giving you this for free.
Not free game, yes.
Because I love the girls, right? Shamea, if I were you, I would focus on your career as an entertainer. Shamea can act, she can sing, and she can dance. And I will focus on that thing. I don't think you need to follow the footsteps of other women who need to have a LLC and a business. I think, Shamea, you are such a great woman. When I saw Gerald look at her, girls, you all deserve a man who looks at y'all the way Gerald looks at Shamea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, me and Claudia received that. Jasmine already got it, but
I think I got it.
I'm sorry, Jazz.
Jasmine got a husband.
I wish that for all. I wish that for all the girls too. I really do.
I get it. It just don't be lasting more than 3 months.
Thank you, friend. I get about 8 weeks of that, and then it's like, oh, okay, who's this?
It's amazing, right?
But I think Erica Jane though. Carl, you're saying Erica Jane rather than Lisa Vanderpump. Because she's trying to pull a Lisa Vanderpump and be the woman with the rich husband and the business, but she's more Erica Jane if I'm thinking about the way that you're describing.
I will even go. And the reason, okay, I love you, Erica Jane. I want to say Erica Jane because Tom was doing some shady shit.
No, before.
Yeah. But as someone who has met Marjorie Harvey is such a beautiful, without makeup, confident woman who Steve Harvey has said in every interview, I became richer because of her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everything I am is because of her.
Yeah.
And I think what Gerald, I'm telling you, because I know men and women, like you all do too. I think Gerald looks at Shamea like, you're my dream girl. He met Shamea in his 40s, no kids, and said, I want you. And it's not lost on me that he fell in love and selected and chose and fell in love with this beautiful chocolate woman in the sea of BBLs and all this shit. Like, Gerald in his 40s saw Shamea at a nightclub and said, I want you. I want you. And the life that he has given her, I just say this. I don't think anything, unless Gerald doing something I don't know about, child. I'll say this much on the record. I don't think anything is worth losing Gerald.
I don't think so either. That's been my fear. Like, not a fear, like I think it's gonna happen, but I think Shamea is underestimating how much like we would want to see her just being a stay-at-home wife, or not even just stay-at-home wife. Because we talk about it like the rum thing is the only business venture that she was gonna embark on. She's been like with the Hawks for years, and I think pre-Gerald, right? Like, she's been doing stuff before him, but it's like this thing on Housewives. They all get on the show and think that we need a storyline of them like starting a business, that then the next season we just never hear anything else about this business, right? Like, I don't really care about that. I do want to see more of Shamea's home life, because when she came on as a full-time housewife last season, that's all we were talking about. Like, oh, she's actually wealthy. She's actually married. She has the family. She has the connection. She has the fun life. K. Michelle was saying every time you talk to Shamea on the phone, she's at somebody's mall shopping. I want to see that. I would love to see that.
Josh is a show pony, though. Show ponies want to trot. That's the only piece that's missing. Is she, unlike Marjorie Harvey, she is a old school cabaret kind of girl. Like, she's a show pony who wants to prance. And that, to Claudia's point, the spirit of prance is in our girl. She's not gonna get rid of it. It's in her nature.
Well, let me watch you prance, not fucking twerking in a business meeting about rum.
That's fair.
I would watch you dance. I would watch you do your 1-2 step or whatever in the studio, dropping some beats. I would watch you do that. I don't need to watch you in a cat suit down to your lawyer's office. As
That
good
cat
as
suit, can we just have everybody
I
Google
don't need
the
to
cat
see
suit
it.
from the lawyer's office? It is a sight.
But
The cat
now I
suit was
get,
a lot.
Claudia,
The cat
I'm gonna get to you next, Claudia. But now I get why. I'm sorry, Blue. I now get why you said Erica Jane, because I forgot that Erica Jane was was this very niche pop star for the gays. It was a very niche audience that she catered to make her happy. So to your point, yes, Shamea, follow the footsteps of Erica Jane in terms of find a very niche audience. I will say this as somebody who is now listening to Afro gospel. Claudia, it's baby. They praise the
learn
Lord.
Bible verses.
Oh, the way they praise the Lord in the Afro punks sort of like sound is amazing.
For me. I love it. I need it.
So Shamea, be an Afro punk artist. Be a very niche artist and do your thing. All right, go ahead, Claudia.
I think we got to be careful about telling women what they should be doing because we would feel better about it. Like that it's giving me shut up and dribble LeBron James. You can only be an athlete. It is, and I'm not really liking where this conversation is going. If I got to be real about it,
be real about it.
We would like to see Shamea just be a housewife. Just do this. Why? Who the fuck are we to say that?
I want to see her dance and sing personally because she's good at dancing. Like that's
and to say that Shamea trots, she does. With a big old high Clydesdale pony booty, that's fabulous, right? Yep. But let's not act like everyone on there is not fame thirsty. They all are, but it's digestible through different people because you may like that one's personality a little bit more. This one does it a little bit better or better. Shamea is awkward and she can rub people the wrong way, but they all are on a reality show because they all want fame and they all want attention and they all trot and they all wear cat suits and they all show camel toe. They all do it. Every single one of them has done it. But it's just Shamea's turn in the hot seat because it's the first couple of years she's awkward and she's rubbing some people the wrong way with some of the stuff. Some of the stuff I don't like that she does. And I think some of the things are self-imposed, the drama that comes to her, like, you know, sometimes. Yeah. But like, I don't know about telling her like she should just sit. I get what you're saying, Carlos, but like for her, I just think about for her, she probably feels like I can't just be that. Like, was I put on this earth like to just be a wife? And then what? Yeah, I'm a rich man's wife. But what if that goes left one day? Then I'm just starting over with nothing. Like, is it wrong to want to pursue and have something of my own so I could feel a little bit of put my shoulders back a little bit more instead of just being married to the rich guy? Because we all have people that were married to the rich guy, and when the guy wanted to pull the plug on the situation, you were fucked up. Like even your girl Porsha, you know, like, and this is not a jab at her. I actually felt bad when things were left and the guy just left and took stuff. That's a bad situation. I don't wish that on anybody. Like that can't feel cool. Not saying Joe's gonna do that, but I understand like not feeling secure with just being married to a rich man because that could change. And if you haven't developed anything else in the meantime, you're kind of like, oh, I'm starting from square one. I have a friend. Well, we all have friends. I could just tell a million stories, but I get why you want to have something of your own. But I think about a lot of rich, wealthy women do that. Maybe this could be a lane for her. Not telling her what she should do. Is if it's not a career thing, a singing thing, but I think she should stick to the entertainment. Even something that gives her some kind of purpose, like a charity, something that is close to her heart. You know, like she has a child with a condition, like maybe in the honor of her child, like with raising funds for research. I don't know, but something that makes her feel like away from Gerald, I have this thing that is mine. We talk about some people wanting something that's all theirs. Shamea has that right to want something that's for her too.
Claudia, I have a question. Claudia, that's a great point. I just have a quick question. The same way Keisha Kior saw what Carlos was working with and just judged it, because we know Shamea is so talented with singing and entertainment, is this asking her to abandon herself or just asking her to have more laser focus in the lane that she's already really excellent in?
I think she should. I think she should still pursue. I think she should definitely still with the acting, all that kind of stuff. And you know what? So
she's
what?
Talented. Yeah, she's very talented.
So what? The rum line fails. So what? When you're a businesswoman, guess what? They're not all home runs. I'm sure before Candy had Candy Coated Nights and knocked it out the park, I'm sure there was something else that didn't go through. You know, before Porsha had Go Naked, before Kenya had her hair. Like people stumble along the way to success. And I don't feel like Shamea should get extra criticism for that, doing what most entrepreneurs do. They usually fail a few times on the way up. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree with you. And I'm gonna get you two, Jazz. I want to make it clear. Because I agree with you. I wasn't saying Shamea should just be a rich man's wife. I wasn't saying that, right? What I was saying was, I think everybody thinks having a business is cool.
Yeah.
And that's why I made the example of, if it's not a fire and desire with you. For example, not everybody. There's a lot of people who want to do what we're doing, right? And we make it look easy, but this takes work because we love it. The fact that Blue just hopped off the flight and said, I'm coming to y'all with no makeup because I love what I do. I love you guys. This is fun for me. And you wouldn't think twice about like, oh, she's not wearing makeup, but she feel confident. She's like, I'm Blue. Fuck y'all. My concern, I would just say with Shamea, as somebody who has been around her, knows her, my spidey senses, and this is also me being producer, I'm not gonna name names. There's an Atlanta housewife that I'm close to who said to me once, I wasted so much money in this dumbass business. I just did it for the show. Because you feel pressured to have a storyline based on business. And as somebody who's known Shamea before she met Gerald and seeing what she has now, I was just saying, I think Shamea's focus should be on entertainment and building that repertoire and not focus on having a liquor line, because I don't think that's her passion. That's just,
But I agree with that.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, Claudia, that's a great point to bring up, and I respect that. I'm just talking about like what I want to see on the show. She can do 100 different business ventures. I don't really want to see that on the show like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not where I think she's like the most entertaining. And so I'm just speaking like when I say this is what I want to see from her specifically on the show, I don't really think about these women like outside of my own entertainment. I know that's a very selfish thought, but I am an audience member, a fan of the show. So I'm only thinking about how I'm going to be entertained. And I want max entertainment. And it's not at the lawyer's office doing the rum bum thing. I mean, it is entertaining to see her in a cat suit. That I would accept that anytime. But it's like, yeah, I don't want to tell her what she should do, but what I want to see as a viewer, I want to be entertained. I want to watch her where she shines. It was very entertaining. Was it last season when she was singing, like the first episode when she came in and she was singing "The Rain, Rain, Go Away"? It was annoying, but that was entertaining. That was funny. That was like campy housewife shit. That's what I want to see. I don't need to see them trying to start a business every season.
Yeah. What did you guys think? Started with you, Jasmine. So K. Michelle and Angela went on a double date with their husbands, where they were. Blue, why did you drop
Let Blue go first, because I
give me as tribute. What's happening? Y'all know I got the tism. I can't have my faces. I'm so sorry.
You had the strongest reaction, and I feel like I would love for you to tell Carlos how you're feeling.
Man, so that's K. Michelle's husband.
Yes. It's her husband. It's Claudia, if I'm wrong.
I can see.
Blue, I'm not looking at you right now.
Nobody wants to look at me. I was not trying to look at me.
I'm telling you, no, that's her husband. And I want to say, Raindrops, tell me if I got this wrong. I want to say they're college sweethearts, but Raindrops, tell me if I got this wrong.
Carlos, I can only do but so much, okay? I can only suspend reality but for so long.
Friend. Say what you feel, friend. Just let that autism just come on through.
Chad, that gets me in trouble. Okay, look, man.
We all have it.
They like it. I love it. I will say this. I'll start with the nice stuff. He knew her in college. Sure. I'm not sure sweetheart is the accurate. Okay. So I'll say this. K. Michelle, this episode, I liked her the most that I've liked her all season. Waiting to the penultimate second to last episode to finally decide you have to show up to work, a little bit odd. But I really wish the K. Michelle we saw this episode showed up maybe like 13, 15 episodes ago, personally. So I want to say that, right? The husband's thing, sure. The fact that she married him on the way to Porsha's house for the premiere, I still have questions around that. It was real like, yeah, I married him yesterday. It was a lot. It is what it is. I just work here. And I will say
You about to
that
get caught out on Twitter this week. Last week it was Dustin. Now it's gonna be you, Blue. And
I do not care. Respectfully, there's nothing K. Michelle's gonna say. Ooh, stupid fat bitch, whatever, girl, it's okay. So, I just need y'all to know that K. Michelle finally showed up this episode. She finally had the conversation with Shamea. Her conversation with Angela. I think that we're seeing a glimpse of what we were robbed of all season long. So even if I had to believe that this double date was whatever it was supposed to be, I liked watching her show up to work. It reminded me why we were all rooting for her before the premiere. It reminded me of what she's like when she's just speaking without extra producing herself. Even when she's being a little bit of a hater, I still find that funny. So, K. Michelle, I think to me, you were the surprising dark horse of the entire episode, to be perfectly honest. Even down to her having that moment with Shamea, like, Shamea, why would you say that to that lady? Why, like, even that conversation is what real friends do. So I think that if Andy is willing and able, if we could just turn the dial up on K. Michelle, what we saw this episode, I would love to see it all next season. Because I actually really, really enjoyed her and her husband, sure.
wow, you really used restraint just now.
Claudia Jordan.
I'm medicated. Go ahead, Claudia.
Everyone's on something. I need to get mine.
Claudia Jordan.
What? I can't hear you.
Jasmine. Henley Brown.
Yeah, I still don't understand why K. Michelle is in the first chair. Like, yes, this was a good episode for her, but I spent the back half of the episode, I was just like, I still don't understand how she got the first chair for the reunion. Outside of my prediction that she's going to perform BSOP, but I still don't understand why she's sitting there. But I thought this was an interesting scene. Like, Charles was actually the funniest in this scene when they had to put their feet up. He said, put them size 12s up here to Angela. I thought that was really funny, but it was, it didn't move the storyline along really much for me, but it was cute.
I like when they do double dates. I think they should do more of that. And, I hate that, like, there's such an emphasis on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and then people just be showing their relationships. Like, that's crazy to me. But it is nice when they do pop up. And Charles and Angela's relationship, I get it. I like those kind of relationships. I think they're funny. Yeah. Like, if you're in it, you get it. Like, from the outside, it seemed a little harsh at first. Like, we like, damn, but that's just how the kind of relationship they have. I was capping for K. Michelle by episode 3. And by episode 4, I was like, damn. And then she kind of was like, not really giving the whole season, but remember, she did start up the season with health issues. So part of me thinks maybe there was maybe she had some like lower energy because of that. Remember, she was dealing with some pretty major things. So maybe it's that, because they do film in a very short amount of time. And if half that time you're kind of going through your healing, you're dealing with all that kind of stuff, maybe that's why, but that can't be the reason next season. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen enough to be like, all right, I'm interested. Like, let's see what you're bringing next season. But like, you get a little past it because you did have some issues, but like, you do need to show up. I mean, it is, we already have other people that don't really show up and just make, that make a good coin. You know what I mean?
Who?
See, I didn't say a name. I'm trying to behave, Blue.
Any thoughts about anybody's husband? Because I feel like I'm the one who took that bullet, respectfully.
What do you mean?
Y'all put me in the hot seat. Everybody else is
we laughed at it.
No, Jasmine, you're right. Okay.
Wait, about what husband? What do you mean? Like, about what now?
I agree.
Huh? What did Jasmine say in here?
I just laughed. I don't talk about people's husbands.
I do.
Or on here.
But in a group chat, though.
On here, I don't.
So I agree with Blue when and you too, Claudia, you do that. Wow. Okay, this is a great episode. So I will say this. I agree that this was K. Michelle's best episode. I actually found myself smiling because this is the K. Michelle I had the pleasure of working with. K. Michelle was one of the breakout stars season 1 Love and Hip Hop because she showed up and she was honest and she called things out in the moment and she was real. And I also said in K. Michelle's defense that when she started this season, it was sort of like being the popular girl in high school and now you at Harvard, right? and you're trying to figure out where you fit. And I think all of us saw that. I think all of us saw that she was trying to find her place. I think this episode, K. Michelle finally found her place. I found her to be present. I found her to ask questions. I found her to hold people accountable. Yeah. When she met with Shamea one-on-one and said that the fun-loving Shamea she doesn't see anymore and is giving fuck the world. I love that. That was K. Michelle was the star of this episode. And yes, did it take 17 episodes to get here? Absolutely.
Hold on, Carlos.
The star of the episode?
Okay. Wait,
if it's not her, then who would it be?
No. The episode, yes, because the thing is this.
For this episode, who else would it be?
To me, I would say the episode, yes, because she was able to show us, I'm gonna hold my girl accountable. I'm gonna keep it real with this other girl. I'm gonna talk to Porsha. Like, think about it. She had a double date with Angela. She had a double date with Porsha. Yeah. She had a one-on-one with Shamea. Then saying, I don't mess with Halloween and showed up anyway. We'll get to all that later. It was her episode, I thought she was the star of the episode. And for me, I really enjoyed K. Michelle this episode. I do want to get into the one-on-one she had with Shamea. Because I thought K. Michelle really, in this thing, I believed their friendship. And I believe that K. Michelle was concerned about Shamea's behavior in Scotland.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and even saying, like, why did you bring the mamas? The shit we even asked, like, why would you do that?
She sounded like us. She sounded like us the entire conversation.
Yeah,
we could have used this from K. Michelle all season long, and it probably could have like helped or really added a lot to the season, because I think she's someone that when she questions people, they'll listen, they'll entertain her, they have respect for her for the most part, and I think they would listen. I think she could get through to Shamea, and I wish we could have gotten that like 6 episodes ago.
We were robbed. We were robbed, and I think Bravo probably had somebody wrote on the thing that there was production note. They wanted to return their investment. It feels like this episode they finally got a little bit worth of what the invoice was for, and it was almost like, look, girl, you got one more episode left. You need to show up. Like, so, K. Michelle, honestly, this episode. Had this episode, we keep on saying, been the norm, the first share would have made more sense, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that it started with K. Michelle on a date and it ended with a horse, it didn't end weird.
I don't think that she was a star of the episode. To me, the star of the episode was once again a horse.
It was the horse.
Another horse. Drew's horse was like, I was hard to see here.
I was so confused by the horse. I thought I took an edible. I was so.
No, we'll get to that. But I do want to get to this. So, because Shamea decided to invite Porsha to her Halloween party, and Porsha responded, and I quote, "Girl, I'm not coming to your damn party. You are sick ass. Please move along. Enjoy." Jasmine, what were your thoughts on that particular message?
I thought it was hilarious. It's very Porsha fashion. It's what I would expect for her to do. If she came to the party, I would have been shocked, but like, it's 100% what I expect from Porsha. So I was getting a kick out of it. She's funny. Porsha's funny.
She is.
Claudia, why do you think Shamea felt the need to even invite Porsha? Do you think Shamea felt like, okay, this is an olive branch, or do you think it was something that she felt, I'm having an all-cast event, I'm on a TV show, just come?
It's because it was an all-cast event. The same reason why Porsha invited Shamea to her house on the first episode. She didn't want her there, but it's the beginning of the season and the end of the season. You have to. Yeah. And shout out to them both for doing what's good for the show. They're supposed to do that. And yes, Porsha shaded the shit out of Shamea, as she should. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. It makes sense. If you're really mad, you got to live in that space. You know what I mean? Because like, at this point, you've been around long enough. You don't have to go and be so fake, especially at the end of the season. Now you can really let it, but they both they've had to do that. You got to do stuff you don't always necessarily want to do, or stuff you wouldn't really do in real life. Because I bet you Shamea's like, well, I got to do what? But I think Shamea is more willing than Porsha is to kind of maybe see if there's an olive branch there. Because you could tell Shamea she still has a little inkling of hope, wanting to, them be friends again. Where Porsha is like,
that's what I saw.
Yeah.
I saw that because the thing is, I'm reminded that she did not invite her to Gerald's party.
Yep.
That was at her house. So, and that was an all cast. So to invite her to this, I felt that Shamea was trying to test the waters.
Yeah.
How far she can
out.
listen.
You know, and just sort of see like, how bad are we? But go ahead, Blue.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's because K. Michelle. I'll give K. Michelle credit again. I think this episode, what I saw was remorse and embarrassment. Because she kept on saying, "Hey, how you doing?" Like that meme of the little woman coming in, like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, hey guys, by the way, welcome to my party. If anybody was upset by anything that could have happened in Scotland that I might have been involved in, sorry. Like, it felt like after she calmed down, she was like, "I look like a donkey." Like, I think she realized she went way too far, and then she saw everybody's reactions. Like when you tell a joke and you bomb and nobody's laughing, you're like, "Oh, my bad." So I think on the flight home, it hit her how bad this looks.
Yeah.
And everything I saw, that's why I think Gerald's birthday was not an invite, but this one, to Claudia's point, she was more open. She was like, I might have pissed the bed in Scotland. Let me at least try to look like a good sport now before we cross the finish line. It felt like remorse. And it also felt like she knew that Porsha was going to cuss her out. She knew. She took her lashings.
But stop apologizing, Shamea. That's enough. After that YouTube special you did last year, stop. Because it's
I
like,
want to see the link.
You got, girl, please.
We sent it.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Go ahead, Claudia.
Like, it's like, it starts to lose. Like, I do think she does feel stupid after the fact. I think she gets caught up in the moment of being a housewife and being new, and she's green, right? So she thinks she probably got her hairstylist and her makeup artist. Bitch, you read the girls down and you say this and have one in the chamber. Yeah, I'm gonna get her. But you can't really operate in that space every single scene. Some scenes don't call for that. And listening to a lot of times people put batteries in your back all the time. Not saying that she can't make her own decisions. I'm just throwing out a possible scenario. You know, and I think that happens sometimes. But go with your own gut, Shamea. And stop apologizing because Twitter tells you to, or someone tells you to. If you really feel it, have a sincere apology on camera and then off camera, so it's real, right? And then also stop doing stuff that you got to apologize for again. Like if you do something and you're sorry for it, then don't do it again. And then once you say sorry once, that's it. Don't keep doing it because it's gonna give off weakness. And they smell that a mile away. Hey, my bad, yo. I fucked up. I won't do it again. I'm a work in progress. Give me grace. Okay, cool. And the best apology is change behavior. You know, but if you keep saying sorry, it's gonna lose its power. Like no one's gonna like.
And they're gonna think they can punk you. That's
what I was gonna say. That's why she's become like an easy mark in the group because they probably can sense that she's a little green. But I don't know. I love somebody who's gonna stand in their shit. So like if you're gonna take it there in Scotland, stand in it. Like don't apologize afterwards. But on the flip side of that, according to her and Porsha's friendship was very real. So like after you expose that and like you hurt this person that you really cared about, there probably really was some real emotions. And she was like, damn, I am sorry. But like, who said it? The apology goes to Porsha though, not the group. Like, why are you apologizing to the group?
Yeah.
Because you got turned up. Like if you really feel bad about what you said and what you did, then you should be apologizing to the person that you tried to expose, not the whole group. But I love somebody who just stands in it.
And I don't mean to cut you off. I'm realizing, you know how you guys know this. They tape things, but they slice them out of order sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm very curious if Porsha really just happened to present the house after Scotland, or if they intentionally saved the Porsha bought her mother a house reveal, almost like a palate cleanser from the your mama's a hoe conversation in Scotland. It almost feels like you saying all this stuff about the lady mama, and the very next episode, hey mama, look, a mansion. Like it felt almost like a call and response to the episode previously. So I don't know if there was anything that said from the episode that it did happen after Scotland. I just think it's coincidental that after her mother gets, accusations thrown at her, we now see Porsha and her mother thriving better than ever. Miss Diane and her beautiful wigs got this big old mansion. Pilar's running around. Dennis is frying the eggs. Like it was so like Hallmark. A part of me wonders, did it really come after Scotland, or did they place it like that, almost like a palate cleanser? Carlos, do you have any insight on that?
That's a good question. So speaking as a producer, I will say this, and that's why I love you.
I want to know.
I thought the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this, and I'm friends with the producers. I didn't text them because I I like to strictly focus on the episode and watch it as a viewer. But I had the exact same thought in terms of it is kind of convenient that they got back from Scotland and the episode was her by Mama House. So to your point, I don't have the answer to it, but yes, as a producer, that is plausible, right? Two things could have happened. That could have been a scene that was in the chamber that happened prior to Scotland, and it felt necessary to show it afterwards, which is smart, and that's the beauty of television. Or it could have been Porsha showing the world how she views her mother, how she views her daughter. The two, they're not both women. Her daughter, her mom, who she said in Scotland, like, I don't give a fuck about nobody but those two. Like, let's keep it real. My daughter, my mom. So then the next episode, seeing the daughter, which by the way, Pilar looks so cute, telling her mommy, telling Porsha sucking your stomach, like that, such a cute moment. But to your point, I also saw that and said, I wonder if this happened in chronological order. I did have the same thought, but what I will say, and I'd love to hear from you girls too, shout out to Porsha for buying her mama house. That is paid for. I think all of us can agree that that's the goalpost when you are a child and you work hard. You want to buy your mom or your dad or both of them a house. So that was definitely great to see, especially because when Porsha, like you said, Claudia, earlier, when her Cordell divorced, Cordell left her with nothing, and she had to move back home with her mom.
That was a great full circle moment for Porsha. Like, it really is. Like, whether produced or not, or out of chronological order, which sometimes, because, like, you know, when you have favor with the producers, they're gonna do little things that make you like end on a better note and kind of a palate cleanse. Who knows? But at the end of the day, you can't take away from that is a major accomplishment. She probably got a bunch of equity from one house, selling one house. Like, she's doing really well. Yep. So to buy your mom a house when you had to go to your mom's house after a bad breakup, right? A divorce. I think that's dope. I think that's probably a lot of kids' dream, to like repay their mom with, hey mom, I got it. And you have no mortgage to worry about. That's like, kudos to them. I love seeing a Black woman, I don't care who they are, a Black woman, a woman doing that for their mom. That's got to feel really, really good to do that. Like, I think that's dope. So I like that scene. Whenever it was shot, I liked seeing that.
Yeah. It was a good scene, and I agree with what you just said. I didn't think about them showing this scene like after the whole mom exposure thing in Scotland. I just thought it fit with Porsha's storyline this season. Like, her whole arc this season is kind of like rebuilding after this divorce, and then obviously we've seen her go through another divorce before. So to Claudia's point, showing us this full circle moment with her buying her mom's house after everything she went through, it just felt like a cap on like her arc this season. But that is a good like perspective. Like, that is a good question to raise. Did they add that, or did they purposely put that after all of this stuff happened? So, but yeah, it was a cute scene. Her mom is so fabulous and amazing. Yeah.
A quick last thing before we wrap up this topic. Number one, I am sad though that we missed the Traitors spoof that Phaedra confirmed they did. They shot this picture. They shot.
Why would they cut that?
Probably because of your mother's tried to sleep with my pappy. I mean, that's a good reason to cut it.
And time. The thing is, the network only gives you so many episodes. Yeah. And the budgets, as we all know, working the business, the budgets aren't budgeting like they used to. Mm-hmm. So I think they had to make some very tough decisions. And Blue, in my opinion, is correct. After the mamas, they said traitors.
Fuck traitors.
Yeah, the
they are the traitors.
Bigger deal.
Your mama tried to sleep with my daddy has a way of me not caring about traitors anymore. I will say this, and this is a problematic thought. I'm trying to push it out of my head. We're seeing Porsha finally come to the point where she's going to choose Sway. We all know she chose Sway. Seeing the mother episode with Dennis there, my first thought was, now that she's in love with the woman, Dennis gets to remain the only man in her life. And that as a pansexual girly myself.
So wait, when you say that, do you mean emotionally, sexually, or all the above?
I'll say this. When I would date women, there's a certain space that my male best friend of 30 years was able to take because even though he wasn't my partner, he was the man in my life. Like I had a partner, but he got to be the man in my life. So as a woman who's dated both, there is a non-sexual bond that happens. It happens with gays sometimes too. There are some gay men I know who have what is basically their straight wife equivalent best friend. Will and Grace, perfect example. There were non-sexual spouses. Perfect example from the 90s. Shout out to those of you who know who Will and Grace is. And there's a thing that happens when you are someone who dates both genders, and there's someone that you've always loved who's one gender, but you end up with the other one. There's a duality there that is not popular to talk about publicly. But I do feel that because she's madly in love with Sway, there's a special, Dennis is the man of her life because he's the father of her child in a way that might not have been possible if she had ended up with Mike. That's not a popular thing to say, but it doesn't make it any less accurate. Problematic, but not inaccurate.
It don't seem like she was ever really into Mike like that. I think Mike was playing a character. It just feels so
she was never into Mike.
It feels like that I'm watching a Jacarius Johnson play. And he does good plays, and there is good actors in there. But no, it's no shade to him. But it feels like a black stage play. Like
yeah, Mike was fake. But imagine if Mike was a real man, though, Claudia. Imagine if Mike was like a man that she was madly in love with. There's a certain level of scooting over that Dennis would almost have to do. But her being madly in love with a woman, there is a certain level of posturing that men do when their partners are bisexual and not dating their same gender. I've seen it with my exes. I've had exes who, if I get a girlfriend, they're like, "Oh, she's cute, y'all cute." But if I get with a guy, "Oh, who's this nigga?" Like it's very different energy, and men do it all the time when dating bisexual women. It's just an awkward but not fact of being someone who dates both genders.
I still feel like Porsha I think Dennis is the one. Right? The way she is around him, the way he can trigger her, the way he can still get on her skin and get her mad. And then look how she's with Mike. She's like, doesn't really want to kiss him on camera. She's kind of like, don't get your, I feel like Sway is, she likes Sway, but I feel like deep love the one. Remember how upset she was about the ring thing? Like, and that was mean when he did that to her. I feel like Sway is not a consolation prize because I don't want to belittle Sway. I do think they do have something special, but I do think Dennis is like the one that got away.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's a different, when someone's around someone that hurt them deeply and they still get triggered. Because when you're past someone, you're like, man, whatever, it's whatever. But the way she reacts around certain things he does,
raw.
It still is. It seemed like they just broke up. Like she's
Carlos,
still
look at Carlos's face. What do you think about the theory of that? Even though she's madly in love with Sway, me and Claudia, I'm not gonna speak for Jazz because Jazz.
Let me hear from Jazz.
No, I was nodding in agreement because I agree. I just feel bad saying it out loud.
It's problematic, but it's not inaccurate.
I do feel bad, but every time I watch them in a scene together, I'm just like, why the fuck won't they just stop playing and get back together? Man. But I think back to that special that she had, that spinoff, and how crazy they were. But she went crazy because he said he was bringing somebody else on that trip.
Yeah.
We all know that Porsha, no matter what scams she's been accused of, nobody who watches the show does not believe that Porsha doesn't have deep, deep love for the father of her daughter.
Yeah.
And now he's the only man. Okay. Carlos.
He does dress like he's always cold, though. Someone said that he's always dressed for inclement weather.
He does always. Maybe he's anemic. People think he's anemic. Yeah, I'm anemic. I get it.
It's always like,
that's hilarious.
After my infusion, I cured it. Like my hemoglobin is at a 13, 14. I'm straight now. I got my brain ain't cloudy no more. So Dennis, get you a 4-hour infusion, like an IV, get hooked up. It's like $10,000, but your insurance should be able to pay for it. You rich. It works.
Okay, so it's funny. This is interesting, which I love, by the way, because I love when I'm able to think on the spot. I didn't think about any of this until you said it, Blue. When I interviewed Porsha, and Porsha said to me, I'm in love with Sway. And I said, no, I know you love her, but you're in love. She said, no, I'm in love with her. And she said, why do you look so surprised? And I said, I just thought you was having fun with old girl. And y'all were like doing whatever. She said, no, I'm in love with her. And she said, it feels good to finally be free. Like, I'm gay. And I said, okay, like more power to you, right? So it took me to hear her say she was in love with her. And I will say this, and y'all could tell me how y'all feel about it. I believed her when she said it. And seeing how she is with Sway versus Mike. I think Mike was probably somebody she was attracted to as a physical being, right? I think Sway is somebody she is in love with. I do think this. You can't deny the chemistry Porsha and Dennis have. You're a fool to not say you can't see it. It's palpable, it's prevalent, it's there, right? And it was hurtful, like Claudia said, to see Dennis play with the ring and her feelings in that way. It's fun. I never thought about this till now. So with Dennis being the only man, and thank you. Yeah, she's physically attracted to Mike, but
I don't even think I think she's got him on there because she thinks we think he's fine.
Yeah, he's an IMDb. Yeah.
Like I don't see any spark with them. I don't.
Oh, I don't either. And the thing is, yeah, I don't see any sparks with her.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought like
he fits the part, but I don't feel like he's nothing like the guys he's been with, right? And I just feel like when you're like, okay, the girls are gonna gag when I bring this one out, but you may not be into, but everybody else might think so. We're like, okay. You don't see it like whenever he goes to kiss her, it's not like a passion. It's when someone, you gotta open your mouth just a little bit, Porsha. Open that mouth. You got a mouth. Open that mouth. It's a little bit.
Do you guys think that she brought Mike? Do you guys think that she brought Mike on to like ease us into her dating Sway? Because like that's like a new thing for her, and like the way that she was presented when she first got on the show, and she like grew up in the church and in this like civil rights family. Her dating a woman and being out is like a big deal. So maybe she didn't know how the audience will react to that. So do you guys think that Mike was kind of like a buffer to like get us like, okay, I have Mike on and I'm between these two people. I don't really like this person that much. And like, maybe the audience will buy into me liking this other person, even though this other person happens to be a woman, even though like we don't care, but she didn't know that about us as an audience. So I think Mike may have just been a buffer.
That's a great theory. I actually sincerely believe that you're right about that, because even in the beginning it was obvious that there was an instant spark with Sway and more of a, to Claudia's point, kind of like Tyler Perry presents happening with Mike. That's why I keep on saying IMDb page. I will say this, I personally know a bisexual woman who is madly in love with her partner. Like her eyes, it's heart eye emojis around her. When you mention the father of her child, though, there's a shift in the room, and the only person she doesn't play about more than her girlfriend is the father of her child. And I think that's why it was almost like pattern recognition. I was like, I believe you're in love with Sway. Actually, me and Carlos are stupid. I believe she's in love with Sway. And I do think because she happened to fall in love with a woman, Dennis is now solidified as the only man in her life as a matter of just logistics and semantics. And that does allow a certain thing that we don't always want to call out, but he's factually the only man in her life now.
I don't even know. I mean, I don't know the girl like that anymore, so I don't know. But from an outsider looking in, I don't even know if she's in love with Sway. I think it may be lust. It's something different. It's fun. Think about it. Like 2 years ago, Porsha was like in a really bad place with the public image, right? After the whole thing with Simon, it was trash. And she was avoiding coming back on Housewives. People were mad at her. How you going to come on the show and not talk about your relationship? That's the one thing we want to know. And it was bad for her. Like from that point to now, it's been a rehab with the image. You know what I mean? It has been.
No, we look at the comments.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely is. You definitely are. But and I feel like it's been great. She's been able to turn that around, and like and I think Mike was just part of it. I think Sway is like, when you like date a certain type for a while, and just anything against that type just feels good because she done been taken through that in the last few years. It's been a rough ride for her. I don't see it with Mike. I think it's a lot of lust and sexual energy between her and Sway. But I think Sway seems like she wants to really get married and really, I think Porsha would be a little bit like, I love you, but I I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell.
No, we'll see. We'll see. But these are all good theories. Go ahead, Jazz. You can close it
No,
out.
somebody put in the comments that like Porsha said that she has dipped her toe in the lady pond. We know, like we all know that. Nobody's denying that. So we're just saying like being out and open with it.
Yeah, it's a difference. It's like
Yeah.
when a DL man decides to finally have an open relationship with another man versus
Right.
like hiding it from his family and friends. And I'm the uncle with the roommate. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're just saying that there's a different way of seeing this.
In a one bedroom.
Exactly, with one bedroom and no futon. But I will say, Raindrops, let us know in the comments. I'm actually fascinated by this thought and this theory. And hopefully next season, we get to explore some of that.
But hey, she can prove us wrong and marry Sway, and we can be like, oh, we gotta eat crow.
I believe she's in love with Sway, actually.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Who know? Oh, only they know. We don't know. We're just like doing commentary from.
Yeah. And by the way, I did not believe Mike when he said he's in love with Porsha. I thought I did, because you know I'm fair. I did think, to your point, it was Jacarius Johnson, Tyler Perry, Shonda Rhimes, Ryan Coogler. It was definitely giving like, did someone put in big letters say you're in love with her? Like that to me, listen, whether or not that relationship was made for TV and it was a fake thing, that comment alone, I think all of us said we don't believe any of this.
We groaned.
If I'm being honest, when Mike said I'm in love with her, I literally said, well, this wasn't real to begin with.
I mean, have we even seen them kiss?
With her mouth, this is how she kissed Mike.
Yeah, not with the mouth, like
with her mouth closed, bracing for impact.
And Porsha goes off like falls in love quick and fast tracks relationship, and she still was like, you could tell.
Yeah.
Blue.
In the closet, the walk-in closet, you saw that scene when oh, you look good today with no makeup, and she's like, oh, thank you, child. He should be auditioning with Pinky next season, child. Let's just bring the whole story full circle. He can play Pinky's husband next to whoever, Shamea and them. Next. I'm sorry. I'm from the airport, guys. I apologize, okay?
It's okay, Blue.
All right, ladies, like, well, fine. Okay, I want to get into so Shamea had a Halloween party. K. Michelle said she doesn't believe in celebrating the devil. She did show up anyway after the double date with Porsha and Mike.
Why did K. Michelle say that? Like when she said that, I was like, so you would do everything else, but Halloween is where you draw the line.
That's why I draw the line.
I'll sleep with everybody's husband in here, but I'm not doing Halloween.
What? You said what?
Remember when she was like, "Ooh, everybody's so sexy. We should have a 5-way." Sure, but you won't do Halloween. You won't do trick or treat, but you're okay.
Right? Yeah. See, I'm telling you, them Bible girls, they be having fun the weekend on the weekdays.
So at the party, we were able to see.
My skincare routine is pettiness. Continue.
I can't let you go.
It does work, doesn't it?
It does. Look at it.
So
what has nice skin too.
We were able at Shamea's Halloween party. We were also able to see Jarvis, Kelly's boyfriend in disguise. Jasmine, since you made a face first, you go first. What did you think of Jarvis showing up in helmet, a motorcycle jacket, leather pants, and some Aldo boots?
Wow.
It was so dumb. It was so late. I'm just like, okay, we're not gonna see the guy. Don't have him come to the Halloween party then. Like I didn't like it. That's all I have to say. But I mean, I think Kelly's kind of late, so it kind of goes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why do you think Kelly's late?
She is late. She is late. I have a limit to like how I will describe this because it will sound meaner than I intended to be. So I'll
Oh, Jazz, don't worry. We're never mean on this show.
Never.
Right. But again, I'm trying to establish myself as different and unique from the rest of you. So I want to be nice.
What is going on?
I want to be nice. Okay.
dating the Harlem single girls.
Oh, okay.
Blue, she came first, didn't she?
I thought it was cute, and then
See,
it was.
now you're starting rumors and you're turning it into something else. I mean, in the
now I'm
context of how.
Shamea. Now I'm Angela. Damn.
Hello? You said it, not me.
Look, I think Jarvis was a waiter, child. I think they put a balaclava on one of the waiters and said, "You my boyfriend for the night." It felt. I agree with Jazz on this. It was production. It was a member of production, child. That's why they had to hide his face because he's a gaffer.
Jazz said, "I'm not like the other."
I'm not like you other house.
Damn, is that's how we? Okay, all right.
Don't be starting rumors.
Okay.
I said it in the context of how we talk about this show. You know, I
Okay.
think the world of you ladies, and I think y'all are fab and beautiful and amazing. But yeah, when we talk about the show, I'm trying to be the nice one.
Oh,
You're not though. You're nice, mean.
Yeah,
You
very
say
fake, very
killer shit.
stubborn.
you're New England. You're
You
very
say-
bless your heart, New England. Yeah.
You say
Yeah.
killer shit with a very sweet disposition. I'll say something nice, but my face gives bitch, and they be like, "She's hating." And yes, and Blue, you see, Blue, you
And I just have the tism, child. I don't give a fuck. So
you
yeah.
got the tism, so you be blurting shit out, talking and shit. They don't, you know what I'm saying? So shit.
This
And then
is the
Carlos-
genius of Carlos King.
just be
He's
gagging.
curated a panel of people who play very particular roles.
I just had a thought in the same way
Amazing.
that the Winnie the Pooh, we found out that it was all those characters were just different facets of the little boy. We're all just different facets of Carlos King.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Oh, you're Libra side. You love all the girls, but it's bullshit. Yeah.
You don't love
That's
all
not true. No, somebody,
you like a
listen.
mother that says, "I love all my
You
kids."
brought another Libra to be that last facet of your personality. I see what's going
Now-
on in here.
Now the allegations are true. Carlos cast these girls to be his mouthpiece.
We're
Oh,
the
yeah.
3 shades of Carlos King.
Don't you always do that, Carlos, to do the
Wow.
dirty work?
Right, because I have no mind of my own. But listen, we all compliment each other. But go ahead,
Carlos
Jazz.
first.
But
Go
Carlos
ahead,
first.
go ahead, nice Carlos. Hit it.
No. So Jazz, finish your Kelly thoughts so we can
Yeah, say
talk.
some mean shit with a smile, Jazz. I want to see this.
Wait, Jazz, be nice. No, Jazz, be you. Be
No, be mean.
The lateness comes in with the the fashion for me.
Oh, yeah.
Super late. I don't like that. But also to be nice, to each their own. If she likes it, who am I to judge?
A panelist on the show.
Literally. I said, did you read the job description, friend?
I was like, literally, that's the job description.
How about we?
Oh,
judge
I'm well
every
versed in
single-
the job description, sweetie. I used to be the executive producer.
Oh,
I'm well versed.
we
She lost
judge.
the podcast.
That is more Carlos, the sweetie and producer. You're literally never beating the allegations. You see how I let you land that plane?
I'm
You
never-
walked right into it.
Oh my
You walked
God.
right into it.
I jumped right. I did.
You
Right
literally,
into it.
I
Like,
believe
don't
the
discredit
producer,
me.
sweetie,
because
is
you know
Carlos
what I-
King.
Oh my God, Carlos, you
Rest
are a
my
mad
case. Thank
scientist.
you. Another one. Thank you.
All right. So, Blue, what did you think of Kelly bringing Jarvis, who you thought was the gaffer?
I haven't said enough today. Oh, yeah. I hope the check cleared. I hope Shamea paid his invoice.
Claudia Jordan.
I think that's her real man. I think she's like, this is my second season check. You know, you get it next season when you double it, and they don't do that anymore like they used to before. They try to start you out with $60,000 and then go to 120, then go to 250, then go to 500, then go to $1 million. She's like, you'll get that later, and I don't blame her because soon as you show his face, here come one of them other heifers gonna say that their friend slept with them, someone's mama slept with them, someone's cousin fucked them, someone's dude was with him. I don't blame her. Take your time to show his face. And when you do show his face, do it when you're real serious, when it's damn near wedding special, because it does not pay. They will embarrass you every time. Don't go in there and get embarrassed. Because let me tell you, you can go in there and be like, oh, I'm gonna bring this guy and be all happy, and then a few weeks in the film and they'll do something to embarrass you, and you can't take that back. You got to live with that forever. So I'm not mad at it. I wouldn't give him his face yet either. No. And they don't
Why
pay
have
him
him on
in.
the show? But why have him on the show? Like,
She found a loophole. She's like, oh, I need to bring him in. It's a Halloween party. He can wear a mask.
okay.
Did y'all realize the season started with a dude on the phone and we ended with a dude behind a mask? What is going on?
Yeah.
Oh, when Drew had
Oh, yeah.
Black on the
Black.
phone.
Yeah.
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 Because, like, listen, ain't nothing like getting humiliated on TV by your dude.
Yeah.
And I seen some little shady people in the comments. You ain't had no husband or house. I know I didn't. But the guy they interviewed was an NBA player, And thank God he didn't get on there for season 2, because I would have been embarrassed because he proposed to someone else. He was a big old hoe. So I'm just saying. So you got to really know these people before you bring them on the show. You got to really know. Even the husbands be embarrassing the wives on the show.
Yeah.
I don't want to say no name, but there's a couple of husbands that have embarrassed their wives on this show, not just this season. So you damn sure a boyfriend, nah, you ain't getting no camera time until I know for sure.
When the husbands do it, Claudia, I believe it's negging. Negging, for those who don't know, it's part of the manosphere where you're dating a woman who's highly powerful and you say little things that are negative to take away her personality and humble her. I think a lot of the husbands who embarrass their wives, I don't ever think it's a mistake. I think a lot of husbands resent their wives in the spotlight sometimes and will neg them on camera just to bring them down a notch.
And if Kim Zolciak can do that, have a whole sugar daddy sponsor and not show him ever, then why can't the sisters?
Balaclava though. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
he was married though, right?
So what we were able to get in this Halloween party was weeks ago in Scotland, Angela accused Shamea of having sex with her neighbor's husband named George. George and Ashley's the wife. Ashley was the one that Shamea texted in Scotland to get the tea, and Ashley said, none of this is true. My husband did not say that. Angela was pretty much investigating whether or not it was true. And also she wanted to know if it was okay if I brought this up. So George and Ashley are there. And in this moment, Angela says she's putting cases on all you bitches, in the words of Denzel Washington. So here we are, because Kelly is trying to have Shamea's back, saying that, what did she say? Something was short as your heel.
Yeah.
And then Angela said it's as short as the lease on your house because this is your landlord. Kelly said your husband doesn't even want to wake up with you in the morning. So the girls are shading each other. And the biggest thing that came out of this was George said that he was joking when apparently he made a comment that Angela is saying that when he met Shamea, he had to pay her. Drew said Angela was vindicated. K. Michelle said she's not vindicated. It's not adding up. Shamea clarified this, saying he did not say that. What he did say is, she looked so good, I had to pay her. What I will say is this. Angela Oakley, I love you. This is a stain on your record this season. It's not the end of you. But what I will say is I do want Angela Oakley to learn from, that's like Tyra. I want Angela to learn from this. Yes, I want her to learn from this, because this did not make her look any better to me. And I think what's getting lost in all of this is Angela Oakley decided to even take that comment. Let's say, for argument's sake, that he said what Angela said, that when I met her, I had to pay her. Yeah. Let's say he said that, right?
But it was obviously a joke. It was obviously a joke.
Yes, that does not indicate that Shamea had sex with George. And that's the reason why this scene bothered me, because I did feel like, and I love you girls, I did feel like the other girls really showed that because Porsha ain't fucking with Shamea, that they had to join on the Angela train. When to me, this was black and white. Angela wanted to get Shamea. She found a nugget. She contacted the man's wife, her neighbor, to confirm it. When that didn't happen, she then decided, let me use this against her, because me saying my daughter was uncomfortable fell flat, and this fell flat. So I think at the end of the day, Angela, love you down, Boots. This was a very bad look for you, and you have to just own it. There's no vindication here. For me, Claudia, your thoughts?
I agree. And it pains me to say that, because I really do like Angela. And, when we like people, we want to be able to find some way to defend their actions. But there is no defenses. Angela, I get at the time it sounded like good enough tea to bring to the show. We got it. Because that's what all the girls do. I'm like, when they get on the show, they all try to get something to just have in my back pocket. Just in case you try me one day, I have my big joker, right? this wasn't a big joker. And I wish that she didn't double down on it, because outside of this, Angela has been very credible on this. Well, then there was the other little thing.
The Phaedra thing last season.
Yeah.
Which,
But outside of those,
which,
we still don't know.
We don't
well,
know.
no, but the thing is this, and that's why, Angela, I love you, but we got to be fair. I do, and I said this, I do believe Angela was told that by somebody, that Phaedra did. I believe that. I don't think Angela made up Phaedra. I definitely think she was told that. I stand by that. The problem is, if that's how you feel, the way you are making up a Phaedra this season, it makes no sense to me. And that's why I will never understand why they do have a hard-on for, why Angela has a hard-on for trying to prove Shamea is a cheater, because let's call a spade, and we're going to keep it real, like we always do. It bothers Angela that Charles Oakley kept her a secret and makes jokes about her, and these ladies making comments about it. It bothers her. It does. And I get it. I get it. I don't blame Angela for that. It is well known in Atlanta that Charles was not hanging out with Angela the way he does now. And it's not a secret. These girls didn't make that up. And I think rightfully so. It bothers Angela. And I understand it. But just because somebody is calling out what used to happen, it doesn't mean you try to find a loophole to say, well, you're the one fucking him. And I think that's where she's losing us.
And you know, because these girls all rush to quickly call a ceasefire with Porsha, right? And they're feeling in good graces over there, they have to have an adversary on the show. So look, might as well just be Shamea. Shamea's done enough where there could be some reasons to like have some beef. And people, you know, a lot of the audience members don't really like her like that. Some do, a lot of them don't. So she's an easy target. But the way y'all are making up with Porsha said she would fuck your man, whether it was a joke or not, that joke is forgivable. But then you can't understand how George saying this stupid ass joke. I think it was very tacky for George to say this, knowing that he has a wife. I think he was dead ass wrong for that. And bless his wife for forgiving him. But the way that Shamea is getting the smoke for what this fool said about her, that wasn't her fault. Imagine, ladies, all the times a man has said something inappropriate about you, maybe lied on your coochie or whatever, lied on his ding, and you're held accountable for what he said about you. What? I know you fucking lying. No way. That's not Angela. Just like something that Charles may have done that someone can maybe point at is not your fault. It's not Shamea's fault for George making a very inappropriate off-color joke that he should not have said, especially being married or being with somebody else. That was on him. And it seemed like he liked the attention. Like that scene, oh, I may have said it. Dude, clean that shit up. You know what? I was drunk. I shouldn't have said that. It was disrespectful to my wife, and it was disrespectful to Shamea. And apologize. But he kind of was like jokey about it. That wasn't cute to me at all.
Yeah, I agree. And I have gone into this scene with the idea, because when Angela initially brought that up to Shamea said something about George like donated. There was some charity involved, because then they showed a photo of Shamea with a check in her hand. So I literally was like, oh, he made the comment like she was so fine I had to pay her because he gave her a check for like charity or something.
Yes.
So it was, while it was an inappropriate thing to say, I was like, oh, he did give her money, but it was for the charity thing. So I didn't know why it was like such a big deal and why Angela thought it was such a smoking gun. So going into this, I actually thought he was going to clear that up. Like, oh, she was so fine I had to give her this money for this charity. And then he didn't. He just kind of made it murkier. So it's like, oh, you just are out here making like off-color comments about this woman while you're married, while she's married. It was just very distasteful, but like it never felt like that big of a deal to me, honestly.
And I wish Shamea would stop. And Shamea, I got to give you my, a little bit of my opinion on you. Stop making the jokes about Angela and Charles. Because it could happen. Any one of y'all could be in that situation. Okay. Like, don't revel in that. Do not revel in that. What could happen to you. We don't want that to happen. And I think it's like stopping them from moving forward, because Angela can feel justified. Well, you keep taking little jabs on my marriage. Well, you're going to get the smoke from me. And it's going back and forth. And nobody wants to lower their gun first. So it's just going back and forth. And I actually think if they would stop that, we could probably get some good TV from them together.
I'm happy. This is the perfect segue. Thank you, Claudia. I think this episode made me realize that Shamea and Angela are the same person. If Shamea had emotional regulation, she would be Angela. If Angela showed her feelings more and was more honest about how much things bothered her, she'd be Shamea. They're both two Taurus women. Shout out to the woo-woo girlies. Both of them, their sensitive spots are their marriages and how they're perceived by the public. Both of them love to have an ace in their back pocket at all times, just in case there's a gotcha. Both of them can't let stuff go if they feel like they haven't got the last word. They, in my opinion, watching them this episode, I think they're very similar. And sometimes the girl who reminds you the most of yourself is the one who triggers you the most, right? Angela was annoyed that Shamea wouldn't let it go, that she's the one who snitched to Porsha, that Shamea was making little digs to all the girls and Angela was the snitch. Shamea couldn't let it go that it was going on Angela, and then Angela wouldn't let it go the digs that was made about her husband. Both of them can't take a joke with each other. And I want to look up their birthdays. As two Taurus women, we're really watching Spider-Man. And I think because Angela is more regal in her presentation, while Shamea has always been seen as the bestie sidekick, that's why we're not seeing the obvious. But this episode, I was like, now hold on. It's the same nigga twice. So
I just described every housewife though. All those characteristics you described about the two of them, that's all of the housewives.
It's the way that they do it though, because perfect example, Drew is not like that. When Drew has stuff, Drew plays a little bit more of the confusion and victim game. She's actually not like that. When you look at Pinky is the boss babe. When you look at Porsha flies above all the haters. Like, there's a thing about how sensitive yet prideful both of them are, that as a Taurus woman myself is very Taurus woman coded. And because they're sensitive but prideful, there's a stubbornness to just admit defeat.
And I'll also add to your point, it's not lost on me that besides Pinky and K. Michelle, yes, but they're both married to powerful older men.
The similarities, when you trace it outside of just basic housewife 101, is they both have similar pain points, which is why they both keep pushing those same buttons over and over again. And even though it might feel exhausting to the audience, it keeps working because it is the same pain point. The same button on Angela is the same button that works on Shamea. And here's the thing. I think that if they do just take the L and say, you know what, girl, this was stupid, let's start over next season, they actually, to me, could be good friends. And I think one of them is going to have to stand down until one of them says, I'll be the bigger person, which, by the way, I'm not the person who's always saying be the bigger person, because sometimes you don't want to be small, right? But like, I do think if one of them stood down, the other one would be able to let it go. Until one of them takes the L, this is going to go on forever. I think they have a lockjaw around each other that until somebody stands down, they're never going to be able to get past it the way that Angela's done with Porsha and everybody else. Somebody has to stand down.
Yeah.
I think it's whack though. You know what I mean? It really is, because it's like some of the things that people find are some things that are forgivable in one scenario, which I think are not. But when someone else was like a lesser offense, it's like, it's fuck you forever. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, I don't know. But I guess it depends on the source. You know what I mean? It's the source and who it comes from. Some people get like, oh,
yes. One thing I did want to ask you ladies, and before I close it out with Drew and the horse, is there something, this is what a lot of people on TikTok, social media are talking about, and I wanted to ask the three of you this tonight. Is there something to be said that's plausible that some of these ladies do look at Shamea's life and internally they could be a little bit jealous? Absolutely. That based on optics, because we don't know what happens in people's household, based on optics alone, that Shamea has a life that a lot of these girls want. And that's why it's hard for them to not forgive her, and it's easy for them to shade her. Are people reaching with that? Or starting with you, Blue, do you think there's some merit to that?
I think that when you are someone who is powerful, but you're the only one who doesn't realize just how powerful you are, it becomes a reason for people to pick at you. I think I've gone through this. I can't speak for Jazz or Claudia. Please tell me if you have. There have been moments where I've technically been the person in a position of power, but because I wanted so bad to seem like I was like the other girls, or to seem like I was down to earth, or to seem like I was relatable, I almost gave the power away to make myself relatable, and that made them respect me less. And then when I was like, actually, this is my shit, suddenly everybody respected me. So I do think that, to Carlos's earlier point, if Shamea really stood in the fact that she objectively has the most poppin' life on the franchise right now, objectively, right? She has a doting husband who is obsessed with her. She's filthy rich. Her body is banging. She's talented as fuck. She's funny as hell. She's friends with every goddamn body. She has all this access. She's tenured in Atlanta. Technically speaking, on paper, she could be a juggernaut just as big as Porsha. But because she doesn't own it, Achilles heel, you're technically the most poppin', but you don't know you're the most poppin'. We're going to always have a lick back with you. I think, honestly, if Shamea ever fully stood in her power, we would see an entirely different shift in the ecosystem for everybody. And I think they like knowing the girl who's popping can still be easily dismantled. I think they enjoy that. They enjoy knowing that they can shake her even though she's at the top of the mountain.
Mhm.
I happen to agree with you. I'm gonna get the girls first. I will say this, and this was going to my earlier point. Shamea has, as somebody who lived in Atlanta and knows a lot of the girls in Atlanta, not just the reality girls. Gerald was very much sought after. And my correction, Gerald met Shamea in his 50s.
Oh.
Yes. So Gerald was a 50-something-year-old African in Atlanta that was single.
Oh.
Y'all do the math and y'all do the rest, right? So the fact that Shamea was chosen, he saw Shamea and said, you. And 9 years later, and you see what's happening, I do think Shamea has to own it. The way she owns these apologies that she don't need to own. Shamea has every opportunity to be the Black Heather Dubrow on OC.
Yeah.
Heather Dubrow, if either of y'all watch OC, Heather Dubrow owns the fact that my husband's rich.
Mhm.
Heather Dubrow owns it, right? And as pretentious as she is, I respect it. And I'm not asking for Shamea to be anybody but herself. But I do think that when you look at a lot of the girls in Atlanta, not just reality girlies, they ain't living like Shamea. And I think Shamea makes it easy to poke fun at her. And I just think, and we'll discuss this post-reunion, I just don't think it's a coincidence that this season, all of the girls are coming for her. I think that, in my opinion, the only one that makes sense to have beef with her is Porsha.
Yeah.
I don't get it from any of them, like Claudia said, where it has stuck around.
Yeah.
But Claudia, your thoughts?
Shamea needs to hang with Kenya Moore for like a year.
Yes.
You know how Kenya Moore is like, it is what it is. This is it. She don't apologize for shit. Well, no, she apologizes when she's wrong, but she doesn't apologize for who she is.
And Claudia, the gag is Kenya Moore has been right 99.9% of the time. Continue.
Yes, she
Which
has.
annoys the girls. It annoys everybody, by the way. It's so
No,
funny.
I'm gonna say this. Someone told this to Kenya. I will never forget this. I'm not gonna say his name. Although I think I said it in the interview. I just gave it away. Whatever. So, anyways, somebody said they told Kenya the reason why these girls hate you. Yes, you're the villain, you have a smart mouth and all that. He said to her, you have the audacity to be beautiful, you're smart, you use big words, and you really don't have a man taking care of you. You have the audacity to be all these things, and you wonder why these girls hate you. And I never looked at it that way. But go ahead, Claudia. Claudia, why are you looking like that?
He said, copy me, paste.
They want there to be some struggle. So you find women like that. What people will do to bring them down a notch is say, but they're a whore. But they're really broke. But they're miserable. Something must be wrong with your womb. But you ain't got no kid. They always got to, but you ain't. They always got to bring you down a little bit. I think Shamea brings herself down a little bit to make everybody else feel comfortable, right? Mm-hmm. You know, you got the money, you got the man, you got the this. She can't, on top of all that, pop out in a new Bentley truck tomorrow. It's too much. The girls can't take it. So she downplays herself. When I remember Shamea being like a cheerleader, right? For the Hawks, I always thought those girls made $50 a week. I felt like, oh, damn, so sad. Little do we know, that's for fun. She don't need to do none of that shit, right? Yes, she downplays herself to make everybody else feel comfortable. Then they get too comfortable. They start feeling themselves and smelling themselves. And then she's showing them how to treat her. Shamea, walk with a big stick next season. Let your dick hang next season. Seriously.
I would love it. I would
let
love
your
it.
dick hang. Don't apologize anymore. Matter of fact, go bigger. When you come back next season, I want the first scene to be you going to buy a house for fun on a Tuesday.
Network.
Go buy some jewelry where people are renting jewels and like getting stuff on loan. Go do some baller stuff. You're not doing enough. You do a lot. You're not doing enough.
Put your dick out.
Put
Back to
your
my point.
heavy dick on the table. And then give them a reason. Oh, you're going to hate me anyways? You know what? I've been downplaying to make all you girls feel comfortable. Let me just show you what I can really bring. I think she should just live in it and just see how that goes. Because Kenya at first wanted people to like her, right? When she embraced the villain role, flourished in that role. Now, people like me, how can you be friends with her? I know her for real. Like in real life, I like her. She's never been, well, she was shading me one time about one thing, but outside of that, like she was.
But you got over it because it was that.
But we laugh about it though. We laugh about it. Like we had that kind of friendship. I'm like, bitch, you tried me that one. She's like, girl. But you know, Shamea, stop. You're apologizing and downplaying yourself to make these girls feel comfortable. That ain't gonna like you anyways. So you might as well just stunt. And shout out to Kelly, who's on the opposite end of the spectrum financially right now. That shows me you're actually a very secure person, that you're like, I'm going through my stuff right now, but I could be friends with a girl like that. I'm not tripping. She's like the only one that's not the only one. She's not jealous. And I honestly, the beef like between Shamea and Drew surface can be worked through. It's service, and it ain't really that deep. Like you said, Carlos, the only real beef is really her and Porsha. All these other ones are just people kind of like, you know, picking sides. I think live in your truth. Be that big dog next season, and I think things are going to change for you. I really do.
I agree with you there. That goes back to my point of I want to see her just be a housewife. I want to see you shopping and all of the extravagance that comes with that. But I think, Carlos, to your question, are the girls maybe a little bit jealous of Shamea? It's like sometimes you are jealous of a person and you don't realize that you're jealous. Something about them just bothers you. And I actually would like to extend that to the audience too, because the way that the audience reacts to Shamea feels unearned. And I'm just like, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe there's a little bit of jealousy from people in the audience too. Like if you don't like Shamea and you don't know why, and I say this about any beautiful, vivacious woman on TV, there's always a gaggle of bitches, and I say bitches is gender neutral, that just don't like them for some reason. I just don't like her for some. There's just something about her you're jealous of them. Like, and you don't know how to confront that, or maybe you don't understand how to name it. That's usually what it is. If someone's never done anything to you, like nothing that Shamea has done has been like super egregious outside of exposing Porsha's mom, but before before that, the hate that Shamea was receiving from the audience, I'm like, it's nothing but some underlying jealousy that people just cannot name.
Can I just say that the same thing goes for fat women and dark-skinned women? Because there are people, that's why the Shamea thing, I think her owning it would be so important. Number one, if you are a woman who has a level of confidence or favor that they think optically or whatever archetype you represent doesn't deserve it, they don't hate what you have, they hate that you have it, right? A lot of people will hate a confident woman. Like when Claudia talks about being confident and being whatever, if Claudia Jordan was a man, y'all would be obsessed with her, right? But because she's an attractive woman who was supposed to be the trophy to the man who acts like her, suddenly it's an issue. And so as a plus size woman, when I pull niggas, people get upset. Why he look like that? Child, don't worry about him. He's not worried about you, right? People sometimes are mad that you have it if they would like it in somebody else. And the irony is everything we're saying, guys, we're literally telling Shamea to have the exact same evolution arc as Porsha D. Williams. The irony is we're telling her to be the next Porsha. That's the irony of all this.
And I think she will. And I'll I'll say this about the audience. Jazz is right. I was talking to somebody recently, actually yesterday. This person is in the business, and I said I have never in my career seen such a divide of the audience when it comes to a friendship. I've survived the Nene Kims. I survived the Candy Phaedras, right? I've survived the Melody Tishas. I survived the Latrice and Letitias, right? I've survived the Danielle Staub and Teresa and Jacqueline. I've survived a lot of friendships, right? Yeah. I've survived a lot of friendships going awry. I have never in my career seen the audience so divided when it comes to Shamea and Porsha. And what I said to my friend, I said, it's because their friendship points a finger at us. Because whether you're the Porsha or the Shamea in the situation, the reason why it points a finger at us is because we either know what it feels like to be that girl, and then to have somebody we know want to be a part of that world. We also know what it feels like to be what's what I'm looking for? To dim your light. We also know what it feels like to dim your light, to make other people feel comfortable. It's a famous Marianne Wilson quote about that, right?
Oh, Marianne.
Yeah, like
no, that's actually Nelson Mandela. No, it's
Nelson. Yes.
No, it's Mariam Wilson, but it was wrongfully accredited to Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing is, some of us know what it feels like to dim your light to make other people feel comfortable. Yep. I will say this. I know what it feels like to be a Porsha in my friend group. I also know what it felt like to be a Shamea in my friend group. And what I had to do as a person, which is why I could relate to the both of them in different seasons of my life as a 40-something-year-old person, I literally, like you all said, I just owned who I was, and I said, fuck the rest. It's sort of like what we're seeing with Ryan Clark getting fired from ESPN for, in his words, he felt like he was being too black, right? We all know what it feels like when and he said this, he said, I just wanted to be accepted. This grown, heterosexual black man who is married with kids, a former NFL player in his 40s, said, I just wanted to be accepted. And I do think when you guys are so mean, your vitriol to both Porsha and Shamea, it has a lot to do with the fact that it points a finger at you. And instead of you guys dimming both of their lights to up your fave, how about you both recognize that what both of these women need is for us to uplift both of them to be the best they can be individually. And if you do that, then maybe, just maybe, they will be able to find some sort of world in which they can coexist.
And you know what? To piggyback off what you said, or all y'all said, and Blue, you said something about they don't like to see it for like heavier women and darker women. 1000%, right? She has the audacity of being a chocolate dark-skinned woman living that white woman life. And I really hate when people say it's a white woman life, because it's obviously a black woman's life as well. Like they always want you to be more humble. And I'm not saying it for me, for her, right? She's a dark-skinned black woman. They want you to humble you. And they always say stupid shit like you're beautiful for a dark-skinned woman, which I hate when people say shit like that. She's probably been getting that all her life, like downplayed.
She said in my interview, she was always told that growing up.
Always, really? You can tell, always downplayed. And now she's in that position she's in. And it's probably taken her a while to get over that. I want her to stunt like never before and own it and show the other little young dark-skinned black girls that are out here being told and being diminished just like she was. Like, that's our Disney princess right now. Maybe I'm being a little I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Relatively speaking, like that's someone like she's doing it. Look at her, like living in a castle with the whole dream, American dream, African American dream, whatever. Like, I like that. I think that's such a healthy, great image. Like, take the messy stuff aside, the little beefs with the Drews and the Angela, all that stuff is like not inconsequential right now. But I'm talking about the optic of seeing a chocolate, dark-skinned, Black woman, banging body, being unapologetically in that space and daring a bitch to say something. I love it because y'all don't be having a problem when the Lisa Vanderpumps do it, the Ivanka Trumps do it, the white women do it. Yes, bitch, yes. But when a Black girl does it, why does she gotta control it or bring it down? You doing too much. Nah, live in that. You earned it. Do it. Live it. Be it. Fuck what they say. I love that optic. I love it. I think it's so healthy for young Black girls to see that. It really is. And other Black women, we're the worst sometimes. Stop doing that to each other. Like when you see someone, like, unless she's stealing men, which I think is unforgivable, right? That's my one thing I have a major issue with.
Yeah.
The stuff that we're talking about is more personality things we may not like, right? Yo, she's not evil. She's not evil. And it's a great thing to have people like that to look up to on television, to look at. That's aspirational.
You know what? When Jasmine said the thing, Jasmine, I'm happy that you said the word jealousy because my brain started to tingle. I think half of it is jealousy. I think the other half is the opposite. I'm not seeing women who are jealous of her at all on my feed. What I'm seeing is women who are triggered by her because she represents the weakness in them. I'm seeing the opposite. I'm seeing women who are people pleasers who hate that she's a people pleaser, and the disdain they have for themselves, they're projecting it onto her. So yes, there are women who are jealous. I think the other side of the coin is there are women who are just like her, who hate that she won't take her power because they haven't taken their own. So many. When I did a video about Shamea and Porsha and the biggest lessons from their relationship, and it was about how people pleasing puts you in a a cage that you've built for yourself. I got hundreds of people saying, I think I didn't like Shamea because she's a people pleaser and I was one too. And the part of her I can't respect is the part of me that I still judge. And so for those of you who are not jealous but still get an ick around her, the part of her that wants to, like Ryan Clark, wants to be accepted, a lot of us haven't healed that in us. When we see somebody who wants it too bad, we judge them. Like when you become on social media a content creator, what's the first thing they call you? Cringe. Because you're putting yourself
or a blogger.
Yes, if you become a blogger, a content creator, an influencer, they call you cringe because how dare you put yourself out there and let us know how badly you want to get put on. People call it cringe when you show how much you care. The one thing we've all agreed on is Shamea cares a lot. I think there's a whole section of women who, to Claudia's point, see themselves in her, but they don't like the reflection of how badly she wants to be accepted. And that breaks my heart because whether it's jealousy or disdain, it is all about a reflection.
She wants to be accepted so much so that she was playing the lapdog position and the bone carrier, and she was playing a second fiddle to Porsha. She was into other people in her life. She was downplaying her stuff and all that. And that's what people do when they like, I want you to like me. I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to be obnoxious with like what I have. It's a sad thing all around. And yes, Ayanna fixed my life. Maybe they get them two in a room together and they can talk. I don't know. Probably not though.
This is like The View. I love this.
This is good. No, Jasmine, anyone want to say you straight?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Well, look, the thing is this. I love all of this. I want to read the super chats really fast.
Wait. Can I say something unrelated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to Dustin's show in Atlanta on Saturday, and so many of the raindrops like came up to me and said hi. So I just want to shout you guys out. Like we watch Monday Night Live every Monday. They were so nice. They had like the sweetest things to say. We were sitting at our table, and these two women sat at the table. You know, at City Winery, you can scare people. They sat at the table, and this lady was like, "I know you. You're on Monday Night Live." So shout out to Leanne, and her friend was Tina. That was with Solomon. Like I can't remember everybody's name, but everybody was so nice. And Dustin put on a fucking show, like hilarious. My face was hurting because I was laughing so much. So shout out to all the raindrops. You guys are seriously the best.
Since we're doing that now, I did have a message. I was going to wait to the end. I thought we were going to do it at the goodbyes. To her point, we went to Dustin's show, and Claudia, I have a message that I was asked to share with you. So saw a bunch of raindrops at the Boston show, but it was at Home Depot in West Roxbury, Massachusetts at 9:00 at night when I was trying to get a shelf and my neck hurt. So I asked a nice man named Lennox at the front desk to help me. He said, "You the girl who be talking about stuff on the YouTube?" I said, "Yeah." And then I said, "Which YouTube?" And then he mentioned he was a raindrop. He said, "Let Claudia know that straight men watch the show." And a strong back man named Lennox carried 2 shelves on his back to my car and said, "Tell her I'm straight," and we watched the show too. So I just wanted to pass that on.
That's
They
great.
actually
We have one in
Claudia.
Boston. That's great. We have
No,
one.
no,
Oh!
Claudia. No, Claudia. That was so funny. No. And I'm sorry, bro.
I love
that
it.
I should have read the DM. Claudia, I meant to tell you this. I have so many straight men in my DM saying, "Tell Claudia we watched Monday Night Live." So it's been a beautiful.
They're watching you, girl.
No. So Claudia, your man may be watching.
Mhm.
Probably.
Listen,
Yeah.
but
Put
no,
on a
thanks for
red
sharing
lip.
that. Thanks for
love it.
sharing that.
That's cute.
That makes me happy. And
Hey,
shout out
Home
to-
Depot guy.
He's strong, girl. Them some good
Yes,
shows.
we
Oh, yeah.
love it. We love it. Victor said 39-year-old Southern black male that cooks, cleans. All right,
Yeah,
Victor.
Carlos.
Looks like Carlos a little bit.
He got a strong back, you could tell.
Yeah, Victor looks good.
You should cut the beard a little down, but he looks good.
Yeah, it's a little thick.
Anisha said last year Shamea asked Drew if she was sleeping with Dennis. This year, Angela asked Shamea if she slept with George. Same thing, quit crying. Okay. Key Love said, Blue, do you take Medicare? I need you as a therapist. Hey, Carlos, Jazz, and Claudia.
Shop.com. My calendar opens up in a week.
I love you guys so much, but it's Jaz. But I love it. I love it.
You love it. Sonia Pearson, Blue, your channel is everything, and I never would have known you until my white girlfriend told me. I can't wait to take amazing.
I do have a lot of white watchers. They use me as a translator for the Negroes, so she's not wrong. I'm from Boston, okay?
Simone said RHOA should be Shamea's real, not rum ad. Y'all are.
You know what? Throw our girl some Belle.
AT Tall Teddy says Shamea could be a mix of Erica Jane with a splash of Heather Dubrow. She has the means to rival Heather if we're all being.
Oh my God. I saw EJ and I thought EJ Johnson. I was like, you.
Oh no.
Claudia, not too much.
No, because the closet. And ever since Carlos put him on the show, oh my God. The videos,
Claudia,
every day, the videos, the outfits, the bandeau tops.
Claudia, they have a question for you. Maria wants to know. She says she has rewatched seasons of it. I'm not doing this for her. And you are so good. Why do you think they did not invite you back? Do you think Nene had anything to do with it?
I have told this story so many times. They did ask me back. I got a letter. I posted it on Twitter. I'm going to post it on my page.
Not Claudia. Did you post?
I blocked out the email address from the production company and how much the daily rate was. They asked me, okay, real quick. At the end of the season, I was always going to come back for the next season. They were like, we had a great relationship. They wanted me to come back with the guy I just started seeing who was the basketball player. I said, I don't know. It's only a couple months in. You know what I mean? I don't know. He had a 45-minute interview with the producers, with production company. They liked him. They were like, this could be huge. We had a conversation. He'd want to do it afterwards. I'm like, yeah, I'd rather have you in real life. Thank God I didn't put him on. I would have been humiliated. It went bad. Then there was talk about me bringing somebody else on that I dated before, but it would have been not really that real. And I didn't want to do that. So I was offered a friend of the show contract. Candy begged me to take the contract. She's like, Claudia, if you think you got popularity from one season, and Carlos knows all this, imagine what a second season will do. And at the time, she's totally right. Because when I was on that season, I got asked to be a housewife with like a month left of filming. So everybody that thinks I had no storyline, my thing was just about Nene, they didn't offer me that until like very far into filming where we had to scramble and just find something, right, Carlos? And we ran out of runway. And they never showed. I ended up performing successfully at a comedy club. They never showed that.
Yeah, that was true. Yeah.
And Demetria was there, Cynthia was there, Kenya was there. It was a good head crack. It was a good show. They never showed it. So it did look like I had an unfinished season. But yeah, it would have been great. And I do regret it sometimes. And then I end up going to LA and doing a show with Carlos instead.
Yes. But no, and I will corroborate that every single thing she said is true.
But it wasn't like I got fired. I did show up to taping with somebody for some fine shit, but it wasn't enough.
Your respectfully, your finest shit. In my opinion. In my opinion. But no, she's telling the truth, guys. That's 1000% what happened. Ben Fly 1986. Man, Porsha don't want Mike. She definitely is in lust. She's happy she can finally eat cat freely after lying for years.
Oh my God.
I just work here.
Jackson New Pearl Company said, does this mean Porsha is Tamra? Oh, because I call Shamea head of the bro. You're hilarious. Mike said, Kenya never liked Shamea, so why hang Shamea? So why hang? Shamea seems miserable with all she has. So who wants to beat her? Shamea treats Drew horrible, along with Angela, but they not allowed to respond. Cut the favoritism. Paige says, being like Kenya is not a good look. She stupidly left a paycheck on the table doing something cringe, like Shamea. Shamea, don't follow Kenya. Okay. Jackson New Pearl said, Carlos, you think Shamea will be asked back next season? Yes. Shamea needs Toya Bush Harris.
No, that's too deregulated. No, that's too deregulated.
Baby, Toya is a housewife, baby. I live, honey. Yes. Chanel said the audience doesn't like Black women that are educated or privileged. Shamea, Candace, Kenya, and Wendy.
I think so.
It's an interesting lineup, yeah.
Mick Floyd said, was it egregious when Shamea was meeting with Drew's husband mid-divorce? Stop letting Shamea get away with the mess. We all ain't jealous of Shamea.
Egregious starts with an E, my love.
Wait, can you go back and see it? I want to see how they spelled it because I was spelling
A. Egregious.
It's egregious. It starts with an E. Sorry.
Yeah.
And capitalized.
That's why I was squinting my eyes because I was like, they got to be deceiving me.
AP English wouldn't let me let that fly, but go ahead though. Go off.
He also said, now Carlos Rodney King.
Oh,
why can't we all get along? Why can't red? Now Carlos Rodney King. Why can't we all get along? Only for Shamea, though. Only for Shamea.
To drag. He dropped us a letter.
Oh,
to
drag all the other women though. Cool.
I think when you like, why can't people just objectively talk about the show without being accused of favoritism? Like, none of these people are perfect, right? Like, I have to say this on threads all the time. Like, I said the booty mode challenge was cringe, and somebody was like, well, your girl Drew brought a horse, and I'm like, Drew ain't my girl. Like, that's not the truth. None of the I'm not team any of these girls, but it's like you can't be objective. Like, people have such a binary way of looking at reality TV. If you say one thing in favor of someone, then you must be like wanting to drag the other side. It's like we are just talking about shit. Like, Shamea just happens to be the subject right now, but that doesn't mean anybody is like she's our favorite. I mean, I'm not speaking for the rest of y'all, but like,
no, thank you for saying it. Like, if you are on someone's behavior for a few episodes, like even a season, it's like you hate that person, and if you give an opposing view on somebody else that is not as popular, you're putting on a cape for them. It's not the case. We are talking about the show. I promise you, outside of Monday Night Live, there are no group chats with my friends about any of these people.
Same.
I promise you.
Yeah.
Only during the show, or I do be in the comments sometimes checking y'all the next day on YouTube.
And she does.
I'm like, nah, bitch, say to my face, don't tell me, fuck you too. I do. But yeah, it's not really a personal thing, you guys. We're talking about a TV show and their behavior on the show in the scenes, which ain't even all really them, because sometimes there is some editing. So it does not mean we hate.
Oh, no, yeah. It's someone. And the thing is, this is what I will say. I find it funny when we get dragged for allegedly having favorites, but your fave is the person you're defending dragging us. So you have the favorite because you're dragging us, accusing us of having favorites to defend your fave. So that makes no sense.
So if we're defending their fave, we're not hating. But if we're defending another person's fave, we are hating.
Yeah, so that's why I never fall.
Got it.
Yes, and that's why I don't
it's
even
giving egregious with an E. Yeah.
It's giving this.
Exactly.
I'm about to start spelling it with an A to see if anybody in my
Don't do that. I will block you. Do not.
Listen, I caught it. I tried to ignore it, but that's why I love y'all.
I was like, no.
They say we have favoritism to certain people. Everyone in the comments does too. And they're like, you're biased. You're biased. Everyone
you're biased. Yeah, that's
it's just not for the same person.
I change my mind every episode based on behavior, so y'all really not paying attention.
We all, but when you do that, you're a flip flopper. That's why. Okay. I promise you, I find it to be hysterical. If you have a different opinion week to week, you're a flip flopper
based on behavior. Yeah.
If you stick to one plan, you're biased. Thank God we all do our job and we do it well, and we do thank y'all for watching. Okay.
Red Rain 06, Claudia dear, I know you have a chat about Player P. Why? Why would I? Why would I have a group chat about someone I get paid to talk about only on Mondays, and no other shows? I don't post about this girl. I don't talk about her to my friends. My friends don't even watch it. Like, I promise you I don't. But it's like, y'all ignore the fact that when I say positive things or give positive feedback on certain things, and y'all want to paint me with this brush, it's easy for you to think that I would somehow be a hater of this woman. Why would I be a hater of her? Because she's on Housewives? I was on Housewives, and I've also had a 30-year career in the business that will probably go 20 more years.
Nice.
I'm not jealous of anybody, except whoever is having sex with Anthony Joshua. That's it. That's the only person I'm jealous of. Okay?
That's real.
I have great
Claudia,
titties are real and natural. They sit high. I've had 4 zits in my entire life. My teeth are straight and real. I had whatever filler I had in my face. It's all taken out. I just have Botox. Yo, I'm good. I'm holding up pretty good for 53 years old.
You look
oh my God, really?
You look
53. I got my toe surgery. My heels, I got this great acid in my heels. They're not jagged anymore. Life is good. I'm
Claudia, we more gagging about how beautiful you are. 53. Let it breathe before we get to the toes.
I was born in the year hip hop was born, 1973, class of 91. I'm not jealous of people that were on reality TV. Now, if you ask me, you know what things I would envy? Being vice president, being press secretary. Getting laws passed. Like that's what my passion is. It's not.
Vice president has sex with couches. Don't envy that.
Well, that one. I meant like Kamala.
Oh, okay.
I'm just like they're saying you're the Rosie O'Donnell of the panel, which I love.
I love that too. I love
that.
No,
I'm the Sunny Hostin. Okay, y'all tried it. I'm Sunny.
Claudia, Claudia, no one loves you more than me. You are
no.
Claudia, I love you too.
Because no. Y'all don't have to agree, and I don't give a fuck.
Claudia,
you do have the same hair, Sunny.
Claudia, you are way too spicy, way too honest. You are way too funny.
Sunny be standing on business. I love Sunny. Sunny stands on.
I love Sunny. You're definitely more of the Whoopi Joy Behar because you're
way more Joy than Sunny.
I can see Joy. Y'all fucking tried it with Rosie O'Donnell, and you tried it with Elizabeth Hasselbeck. And what we're not about to do.
I didn't say Elizabeth.
Yes, you did. You said Elizabeth.
Did not.
Yes, you did.
I said Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg
today, but you have told me Elizabeth Hasselbeck before. You don't remember?
Oh, she remembers your sins.
No. I'm gonna tell you what I said. She and I were talking about the comments, whatever, and I said the beauty of. I literally said this Blue and Jazz.
You know, I'm sensitive about being called a white woman. I'm the most black biracial ever.
Oh, sweetie.
And guess what? I am. Thank you. The thing is this. I will say this. I literally said to her, I said, don't take offense to this because I'm not being literal. Did I not say that? I said, you're like the Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
Oh, so you're admitting it. So you lied.
Because no matter what you say, people, But I said, Elizabeth has a legion of fans who aren't on social media commenting. Yeah, that was my.
Oh, that is good in that. Okay.
Yeah, I said, it's like Trump being president. They're not as loud as the anti-Trumpers. So when he became president, we all were like, "What the fuck you mean?" Wait.
Let me tell you, when I went down
to save Carlos, that was a good save. Okay.
I got a different appreciation for the people outside of the comments here when I went to Essence Fest, and the people that came up to me and said what they were saying, like they like appreciate it. Who's trying to come from my mother's? Claudia, those kitchen cabinets looking old and tired. They are. I'm in my mother's house. She's 75.
Claudia, focus on this comment. They said Claudia's too busy keeping the animals out of her yard. She don't have time to hate on Porsha.
I do.
See, it's a compliment.
Oh yeah.
So Yvette is always here. Hi, Yvette. People just don't care for her, meaning Shamea. It has nothing to do with jealousy or looks. Read social media. I'm gonna stop you there, Yvette. Social media, once again, guys, it represents 1% of the world.
A loud 1%.
What is it, Blue?
Just a very loud 1%. They call it the vocal minority.
Read social media. She was doing too much. All the round robin jogging out Porsha. Porsha was quiet and she wouldn't stop. That was a turn off. Okay. This one's for you, Blue. Dark Child 99. Blue, you made me start watching Married at First Sight. Child, Sean must either want to be on TV or conforming for his family, because ain't no way Mr. Twirl in the pool is ...
I'll be covering that on Friday, child. No comment. I don't want to be problematic anymore. How you doing?
Last question of the super chat. Do you think Shamea should have first chair? That's the last question for the panel.
Yes. Of course. She's
much better case. Yeah.
She's in everybody's mouth. They're all talking about her.
Me and Porsha would have been the perfect first chair, in my opinion.
100%.
Yeah. I think we all agree with that.
I will say, and Carlos, I sent you some of those clips from yesteryear, the glory days of Housewives, and the stuff that's happening now and people getting away with would not be getting off if they had the people there that would call it out, the Kenyas, the Nenes, and the Candies, how they would call it out. A lot of stuff is flying at people getting away with a lot of bullshit right now.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right. Jazz, you have anything going on that you want the raindrops to know about?
Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads. I have some fun shit coming in August, like really, really fun. I think some of my best work yet, honestly.
Nice.
Oh, sorry. Brown is my YouTube and my TikTok at J. Haley Brown. It's right there on the thing. And
repeat that again, Jazz, because I was talking about the dog and I didn't mean to interrupt you. Repeat that.
What part?
The channel.
Oh, just at J. Henley Brown. It's right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm that on all platforms.
All right, Claudia, what you got coming up?
I'm in Rhode Island shooting a movie, my biggest budget movie ever, with like real movie stars, and I can't wait for you to see it. And when they announce in the trades, probably next month, I'll be able to do some press about it, and hopefully I can go see Andy and maybe talk about it. Super proud. And I will be in Atlanta Saturday doing something for Love and Hip Hop. They're like wrapping up the seasons and stuff. I got to do something Saturday this weekend. I will be seeing our girl Mimi. And Side Dish 5 days a week. And Accidentally Informed is on break this summer until the 9th of September. So yeah, just reading scripts and, trying to stay hydrated and, being the best hater bitch I could be,
Congrats, Claudia, on the movie. That's amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm not sure.
Watch it and review it on my YouTube.
Oh, please.
Are you allowed to say the co-stars? I think you mentioned the co-stars. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to.
Okay.
But you know who it is, right?
Yes. I'm excited for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's kind of exciting. Okay.
Thank you.
Blue, what you got going on, sister?
So much. My neck hurts. Blue Centric Live. We are going to be doing a deep dive on Married at First Sight this week. Also the ongoing pop topic sagas. I'm not gonna run down the list because it's a lot of mess going on right now. I will not be doing Love Island anymore though, so leave me alone about that. Blue Centric Live. It is BLUECRNTIC Live. And at some point, I need you to know, Carlos, we had a little video where we all applauded your job with Jason Lee on that interview, watching my two play cousins together. That interview was so good. And as his friend, you got the real Jason Lee. And the questions were, had to shout that out.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Blue. That was fun. So if you guys didn't catch my Jason Lee interview, it was
We only got to ask like 4 questions, but it was.
He was like, "You might be Carlos King, but I'm the king of receipts, bitch." And I'm just like, whoa.
He was a self-driving car. He can.
Jason came in like, no,
Yep.
it was one day I'll do a whole deep dive on how that came about. But no, I'm proud of what Jason has built. And the beauty of me and Jason's conversation, he and I don't always agree on everything, but I literally was talking to my team about it, and we all walked away from an interview saying, love Jason or hate him, and you guys have the right to feel any kind of way. One thing I will say, he has built something for himself that you can't deny. Like, you just can't deny what he has built, and I'm super proud of him for that. Speaking of interviews, I am dropping an interview tomorrow with a woman who is Black, and she's a reality star whose show is currently airing. And we actually have a fun moment where the interview starts off with us in the kitchen.
Pinky? Sorry, I'm just guessing.
So what's your guess?
Kitchen just made me think of Pinky because she's a slutty vegan and you're a vegan. I'll just say that because of the kitchen.
I'll say Kelly, and you were making chicken and waffles.
Ooh, that's a good one too. That's a really good one.
And you ask her about Jarvis, and maybe he comes out. Because you got Gerald to talk.
That's true.
Right?
I did get Gerald to talk, yes.
And he got mic'd again last episode. I saw, look at Gerald.
He said, go see that horse. I was so proud of him.
We didn't talk enough about the horse tonight.
You really? I have questions. I still have questions about the fucking horse.
I was dying when I saw the horse. I said, "Oh yes."
Okay, so Claudia's guess is Kelly. Blue's guess is Pinky. Jasmine Henley Brown. Who is your guess?
Is the show that she's on that's airing? Is it on Bravo?
I'm not that. I can't tell you the network because the network gives it away. There's no shade, no shade. There's not that many Black shows on air right now.
Sure ain't.
And that, but it's making me feel bad that like I can't think of the ones that are. So I'm just like, fuck. Because earlier, like, what am I doing? Right? Don't take my car. Don't take my car, guys. Earlier when we were talking before this, I said Gordon Ramsay, but like, no, that does not track at all. So I don't know. I don't have a guess.
You don't want to guess? Okay. So out of Blue and Claudia's guess, Pinky and Kelly, which one would you side with since you don't want to guess?
Oh, I would probably go with Pinky. I would probably go. Yeah. What other Black shows are on right now?
So I will. Okay, this may give it away.
Did you eat the food?
I made the food.
Then it's just Pinky, child.
And
I'm telling you, the minute he said food, I was like, I know Carlos, child, with the cornmeal and the collards and shit. I get it.
Because he doesn't.
Go ahead, Claudia.
Oh, you don't eat meat; you just serve it.
Oh, yes! Put that on an apron. Put that on an apron ASAP. And then call Claudia and have her name at the bottom, a little picture of her with a chef hat. Look, we got merch, y'all.
You mean Rosie O'Donnell?
So that could be, first of all, that could be your tagline if you were ever on a reality show.
I don't eat meat.
I don't eat meat. I serve it.
Claudia, you did your big one with Dad.
I'm good.
I serve it.
Do you guys practice your taglines? Like if you were ever like going to be a housewife, do y'all never practice them?
Well, we have 2 housewives right here, child. It's just me and you.
No.
Claudia.
They kept asking me for something. I was like, I don't know, guys. I hardly even watched the show before I did it. So they picked that for me, which ended up being, I got clowned over because it's like, don't hate me because I'm beautiful, hate me because I'm here to stay. And then I'd take 1 season, right? I was like, but I didn't pick that. I did not pick that shit.
That is good. Okay, someone said Tamar's mom. Somebody said Mama D. Okay, somebody said Miss Pat, Mama Braxton. Okay, so listen, I'm dropping that tomorrow, and I'll end by saying this.
Tony Braxton. That's my guess. Tony Braxton.
Is she trending right now? Is there a reason why you interview her right now? She's in right now.
Oh, did your boo just knock into something?
No.
Yeah, he probably didn't find his booty.
I'm Macaulay Culkin tonight. So the thing is, this person, and I'll end it by saying this: who I'm interviewing tomorrow, she watches Monday Night Live, and told me her opinion about everybody.
Oh, I love that. I hope it's Pinky now.
Okay, Michelle.
What's Michelle doing in the kitchen, Claudia? Okay, wrap it up.
Does she hate us? What did they?
No.
What did the person say about us?
No, you gotta watch. That is more fun to watch.
Oh no, we're mentioned on camera.
Yes.
Who?
By
Oh, who do they hate?
name.
Okay, give us one last. Who do they hate the most?
They don't hate anybody.
Who they
Dislike
love
the most?
The most.
Who they love the most?
Yeah.
Dustin.
It's Pinky, y'all. Let's go. Thank you for having me. I'll see y'all next Monday.
But all of y'all get called out for something.
Well, guess what? We got the mic next Monday. So
yeah, it's up and it's stuck. What's up? So, I'll be back. Yeah.
Okay.
The way my children said, I don't care.
Oh damn,
baby.
They really got me. Okay.
Okay.
I'm curious.
All right, so Raindrops, tune in tomorrow at noon. I'm dropping the exclusive interview. It's a very fun one. I hope y'all enjoy it. Claudia, Blue, and Death. I really had a good time. Ladies' night was a huge success. I had so much fun tonight. Okay.
Yes,
Carlos Angels. Yeah, give it up, Angels, Carlos Angels. And thank y'all to the 9,000 people that showed up tonight. I love you all. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.